All right, it's good to see everyone. If you guys do have questions and you guys can, please turn your cameras on. That way I can distinguish who has some questions and who doesn't. And let's definitely start things off now that everyone's loaded. And I think we may have some more people pop in, but if not, let's just kick things off. So if you have a quick question or urgent question, drop the number one in the chat. We'll start with you guys, and then from there we'll dive into some longer questions. So Tanvir, start us off. Anyone else that has questions after Tanvir, please drop a number one.
So I'm gonna ask the question, but if it's long, we could. I mean, I have to go somewhere anyways. But so
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead.
this guest has checked in, and she is kind of annoying me. Well, whatever. Um, so she wants to stay until April 4th, and I did the change the dates, but I did it too much that it won't let me do it anymore. So then she reserved Saturday, and I was adjusting it, and she said I can't see it. She was really annoying me about it. And then I called Airbnb and they said that don't worry about it. If she can't write you a bad review about it if it doesn't go through. And then now what do you call it? Now I can't change it. So now I'm wondering, is there like an easier way I could just send her an offer that I don't have to and she's kind of annoying.
Okay, I hear what's going on. So you try to make it to where you can send like you can give her a specific price, and the way you did that is you were editing the price on like price labs and things to line it up.
No. Hold on. Can I share my screen? Or no?
Yes, please do.
Oh. So what I was doing so what I did was this is messages. Let's go messages. So I was sending a request. So I went in here and I did change reservation. And that's how I sent it.
And then
And
show me, can you click on it? Oh, and then you sent like an alteration.
yeah, and then I did it too many times. Now it's not working because she said I can't she said I couldn't see it, which this person is so annoying. She's been annoying me the entire day. But
And she
anyways,
was just, sorry to interrupt you, she was just trying to extend her stay, or you were trying to give her a special offer?
so no. So she um she is staying right here. This is what she's staying for. And
Hmm.
then then I told her to just book Saturday and I'll like do the change reservation and then she could stay until the 4th. For like $680 or something. So she sent the $250, 249. The rest she still has to pay and I have to book those.
Why did you, just so I can get into specific thought process, why did you have her rebook Saturday? Why didn't
Because
you just extend from the 20th?
I I did it too many times and it wouldn't let me do it anymore.
Okay. So no, you did the right thing. The best way to do it is like you're entering into, I mean, it's tough because like, yes, I know we talk about like March is like still a little bit of slow season. Like we're about to exit out there in North Carolina. So I was like, hey, just get it booked up and let's get us into higher seasons come like around April. But what I would do is like you could start being a little bit more, take this with a grain of salt. When I say firm, I don't mean like, you're not sending special offers or discounts, but if she's already booked with you, I would have just altered her reservation, just been like, hey, the pricing is already set what it's at. If you want to extend, I can do an alteration request and have your reservation extended until, April 4th.
How
And
do I
from
do
there,
that?
like, so how you had it before, literally how you were doing it, that's all you would do. So you would click on change reservation, and then from there you would change the checkout date until April 4th, and then from there just give it to her. So change reservation, and then where it says checkout, click that, and then just put April 4th and then save, and then scroll down and just send the request. You don't
Hold
need
on.
to change it. You don't need to change the cost. I would just send it what it is.
I mean, I talked to her. I said it's fine. I'll take like $700 or something.
Okay, then um Why are you changing it to okay, 71 a night times 14 nights? So you're trying to get the guest total to a different price?
So she already paid 249. 249 plus 560 is, I think this should be good.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not too sure in terms of changing the accommodation cost. I've never done that just because for me, like I know what my price needs to be at. So like I'm like, hey, no, this is what it's gonna be. Like if you want to book it, book it. Um, from there, I don't try to send any special offers. If she wanted to rebook, then I would be like, hey, inquire, and I'll send you a personal special offer. So how that works is when she inquires, meaning like she asks a question, which she can see on her end as a guest. It gives them the ability. From
Hmm.
there, you can then edit the offer and send her a special offer, which is a lot easier to do because then you can just calculate the price per night, include your cleaning fee, and then send that to her. And then from there, she books it, and you just need to make her known, like, hey, I'm sending you what it will be, but just I don't have control of the taxes. The taxes are its own case. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to still pay taxes.
So see,
And
I
then send
can't
it
do
that
this
way because
anymore.
yeah, it's probably done. You did it too. Yeah, it says you did it too many times. So yeah, from there, I'll tell Airbnb and just tell Airbnb what you want. Be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Can you send them a special offer?
No, they
And
don't.
it'll be your best
They
bet
don't do
bet.
that.
They can't do it.
No, they
Okay,
don't do
then
that.
they should be able to. I mean, they're not just going to screw you like that.
Well, no, this person is very annoying. She's a nice
But why
person, but
why
she's
can't
annoying.
Airbnb? What did Airbnb tell you? Why did they say they can't do that? I've had them do it a
They
million
said they
times.
sent it to her, and she said, I can't see it. I didn't receive it. And that's the same thing she said here.
And then okay, then I would just be not stern with her, but just be professional. Be like, hey, like I've tried to send it multiple times, and if you want, you can send her a photo. Be like, it literally won't send it. Like, let me send it to you. Like, here's what it shows on my end. It literally says I've done it too many times. I can't do it. I've
Mhm.
contacted Airbnb. They've said they've sent it to you. Um, so I would just keep a lookout on that. You can try contacting Airbnb yourself, but it's just not letting me do it, and unfortunately, I can't. Reserve the reservation for you. We're just gonna have to get in contact with Airbnb until it goes through.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, but
So keep professionalism,
but
but
isn't
don't
there a
stress
way
over it.
isn't there a way I could send her an offer?
Yeah, you can. You can send her a special offer,
How do I do that?
but she has to inquire for it. Since she's already confirmed, you're not going to be able to send it to her because she's already confirmed as a booking.
Okay.
So
Okay.
maybe you can do it where like inquire about it. I won't add my cleaning fee type of thing.
Okay. And then also, what I was gonna ask, what should I drop this price to? Because I don't think this is gonna work with her.
What do you mean drop what price to? Oh, the specific week?
The price labs. Yeah.
Okay, let's see hit calendar. Let's see if we even need a drop. Let's see how far we're at.
She's just annoying me right now.
No, you can just hit calendar from there. You don't.
Oh, no, don't have to go on price labs.
I just want to see your Airbnb right now. From there, we'll decide if we need to
Okay.
drop it or not. Okay. So, do you plan on potentially refunding her for that Saturday one? Like, if it doesn't work out, or like she's staying Saturday as well?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna just have to refund her for that, I guess.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's just plan right now as if she wasn't, just because, like I always say, like we're not going to hold a reservation for him. So if someone comes in and sneaks in and books it, so be it. And from there, I mean, if she wants a refund for Saturday, cool, yeah, I'll refund you for Saturday. And then from there, Saturday's easy to get booked up. It's a weekend. You can just drop rates and it'll get booked up very quickly. So that's like the least of our worries. So what I would do is put a no discount on Sunday, the 22nd. And we have, let's see, we'll do that right now. Alrighty. Now that you got that set, I would put Sunday the 22nd about 20 over your break even. There's no specific rule set to that guy. Don't do it there, do it on Price Labs. There's no specific rule set to like why I'm having him put his fixed rate at that. I'm just calculating it based off of, hey, he does have a lead time. He has like about a 4 or 5 day lead time. So I'm not gonna have it super high that fixed rate. So I kind of want it somewhat reasonable. So I'm just like, hey, let's just put it right in the middle, 20 over your break even. So put it at like 75 and just leave it there. That would be what your fixed rate is. The reason why I didn't have you put it there on Airbnb, Tanvir, is because when Price Labs resyncs tomorrow, it's just going to change your pricing back to what it needs to be at, what's on Price Labs. So you want to set it on Price Labs because Price Labs will override it. That way, when it resyncs, it won't change it back.
So what
Okay.
do you want me to do here?
So on the 22nd, put it 20 over your break even. So I said put it at 75. So just click on the 22nd, um, change it from fixed to from percent to fixed, and then put 75. And then right there where it shows the dates above your cursor, above your mouse, put it at put that the end date at the 21st as well instead of the 28th. Or sorry, it should be the 22nd. So sorry, change both of them to the 22nd.
21 or 22nd?
Both of them the 22nd.
Update. Do I update it?
Yeah. Sorry. And then from there, I would increase just because you and I went over this already a couple days ago. We know what the 30% puts us at. So I wouldn't put it at 30% just yet. I would hold it at 25, at 20% what you had before, because by dropping it to put negative 20%, by dropping it to negative 20%, it's probably already going to drop a little bit more. So let's just hold it there. And then maybe Wednesday, if there's still no bookings, we'll change that. So you're going to need to update that. You need to change it to negative 20%, and it needs to be till the 29th. And then just hold it there until Wednesday. And then Wednesday, if we need to decrease it, we'll increase the discount. Okay.
And how much are we going to decrease it by?
Um,
25%?
no, well, that's what we'll bring it to 30% because we got the statistic from the last booking. Remember, we had that discount at 30%.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, we'll increase it to or so no, sorry, you're right. We will increase it to 25. Yeah, my apologies. We'll increase it to 25.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her, sorry, I can't do this anymore. I'll refund you for a Saturday. And if you want to inquire again, you can send another inquiry. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I can't do much.
Yeah, so I would just be professional about it, and just be like, hey, like it's to be honest, like I'm trying to do it on my end. Here's the message it's telling me. It's telling me I've done it too many requests. So I've tried to contact Airbnb. They're saying they've sent it to you. At this point, it's just really out of my control. I have contacted Airbnb multiple times. I cannot hold a reservation for you. If you'd like, something we can try is you can try sending me an inquiry. From there, it may potentially allow me to send a special offer, and from there we can try working on that. But just like I said, I wouldn't be able to hold it for you. Worst case scenario, if things don't work out, I could refund you for that Saturday booking. Just because I don't want to have any issues. I just want to make sure it works out.
I'm trying to pay it.
Yeah, I would just be like, hey, no worries. Like, just be calm with her, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, cool. Keep me posted on everything.
Okay. Thanks. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yep. Have a good one, Tanvir. Mara, what do you got for us?
Hey there. I'm just looking for a little feedback on some pricing stuff. So let me just share.
Alrighty. You have a pricing question?
I do. I have a pricing question. I have upcoming availability for my two-bedroom.
Got it. Okay, before we dive into pricing, the only reason I took, sorry, Tanvir was because he has to run. He had an urgent thing.
Gotcha. Quick
I
questions.
wanted, yeah, I want to take care of any quick questions and urgent questions.
No problem.
From there, I'll jump to you, and then I'm gonna have to take care of Mike, guys. Mike has been Mike
Yep.
messaged me earlier as well that he had
Sure.
a pricing
Got it.
question as well, but I had him wait. So
Oh, gotcha.
real
Gotcha.
quick, before we jump over, guys, to Mara, does anyone else have any last minute quick questions? Jack, is your question going to be quick or is it going to be, sorry, Joey, right now, I'll circle to you. Jack, is your question going to be quick or is it also pricing related?
It's pricing related, so I'll wait. I'll be
Okay.
patient.
Okay. We'll circle back to you after Mike. Joby, what do you got?
Mine, super quick, and I could probably Google it too. But what is revenue PAR? What is that acronym? Do you know?
Revenue PAR?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's a good question. I do not. I guess we can Google it together. Let's see.
It was on
Where's it at?
it was on one of the charts you sent me on like just the Raleigh market data. And I just didn't know what that figure was referring.
Oh, on the lead
Next,
list?
maybe it's right next to like, it's just kind of like a chart of stats, and it's right next to the one that says average daily rate, and I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh God, I gotta refresh my memory. I'm trying to see get on the same page as you. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the lead list that I sent you. Um,
Yeah, it was on that spreadsheet you pinged me today. Uh,
okay. It was for North Carolina, right? Yeah. Okay. And then where's it at? It's on the first on like where it
on
shows the unit
yeah, on the first tab. No, no, on the first tab it says overview tab.
on the overview tab. Okay, I'm on it. And what
Yeah,
does it
and then
say?
there's like a screenshot on the top right, and there's kind of like a grid of like 4 or 5 charts. It's on the bottom right of the.
Oh, from AirDNA. Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing it right here. Okay, revenue PR. To be honest, I do not know what it is, but the stuff that's not boxed, we don't want to worry about that because average daily rate, annual revenue, things like that. The reason we don't want to worry about those is because it goes back to two things. One is that since this is all data driven, obviously the cost of living in each state is important. So, like for example, North Carolina is showing annual revenue at 30,000, whereas if I look at Los Angeles, California, New York, it's probably going to be 100,000 annual revenue. That doesn't mean they do a lot better there. That just means we know the cost of living is crazy high there. So obviously, revenue per night, an average one bedroom in California, in New York, or these expensive places, average one bedroom is going to be around like $2,000 or like really high. Whereas in markets like Birmingham, Alabama, North Carolina, like a one bedroom's 1,000, 1,300, 1,200. So the price per night we need to charge is around, $80, $90. Whereas in these other places, it's like $200. So I'm not too sure what revenue PAR means, but in terms of all the other ones, the reason why we don't want to really focus on that is because it's all correlated to statistics on the specific market. And most of these people have the mindset of, since they're not really operating at the strategic level that we are, most of them are operating at like, oh, I want $3,000 profit. I'm going to charge 300 per night. And this is where the occupancy and all of this stuff could be affected, is that this is why their occupancy rate's not high, because maybe they get their weekend booked up at $300 per night and so on, but their occupancy is like 40%. But they may be like, yeah, my average booking is at $300 per night. It's like, yeah, but you only got booked up like maybe 1 week out of the whole month. So
Yeah,
you're
so
still
it's
unprofitable. Yeah. So it's still not correlated to what we need.
okay.
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 So if you want, just because you want to just know the specifics, you can look at like on AirDNA, what does revenue PAR mean? You can ping me on it and I can kind of give you some more insight. But in terms of the specifics of it right now, I have no clue, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no worries. I'll check it out. I didn't know if you had it.
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you checking in. I was like, shoot, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, no worries. I actually, right here, it says revenue per available room
Okay, perfect. There we go.
per night.
I just looked it up as well and it's showing me the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool,
All
cool,
right.
cool.
Thanks.
Of course. Alrighty. All right. Anyone else real quick? Any quick questions or urgent ones I can answer before I jump over to Mara, then Mike? Alrighty, Mara, what do you got for us? I think you're muted too, by the way. Here, let me see. It should ping you. I just asked you to unmute. It should give you the option to
Unmute.
unmute. There we go.
Okay, got it. And you see my screen too? Okay,
Yes, yes.
perfect. So this is my 2 bedroom. So
Mm-hmm.
I put, I had let it kind of ride for a while. But now that it's a week out, nobody's biting on it at all. So I'd like to kind of discount it to whatever you're thinking might be advisable. So we already had the long weekend here and we had the no discount. I just changed it while we were on here to my target daily rate
Yeah,
on
that's
Price
good.
Labs. And then I'm not sure where else I should go from here, if I should do like how much of a discount and for how long, and I can't remember if I overlap for the no discount and into the weekend. Like where do I go from
Yeah,
there?
great stuff. Okay, before we dive in, before you made the changes, did you know what it was sitting at if I tried booking Tuesday the 24th to Tuesday the 31st?
No. But the Tuesday was like 248 before I just changed it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was like 348.
Okay, and that's all you did was just put the no discount and change it?
Yeah, well, I already had the no discount, but I went to Price Labs and I just dropped it to my target daily on just
Okay.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and test it. Let's see what it's sitting at. If our target daily rate is, what is it, like 100 and something or 81
It's 81.
for the two bedroom?
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I think
sorry.
you're
No,
looking
I
at the one
lied.
bedroom.
I'm on the
Yeah,
wrong one. Shoot.
yeah. Let's
It's
see.
well,
20,
it's like 120.
120 if we round up. Okay, so if we test pricing right now and it's sitting at like 150, 160, we're too high. What I would like to see this since it's a two bedroom, we're still in high season, but we're a week out. I like to play two bedrooms a little bit more strategic
Hmm.
than one bedrooms. Like if this is a one bedroom, I'd be like, hold it. Like let's wait a little bit more. But since it's a two bedroom, I want to be a little bit more strategic. So I would want to drop this. Not too much because we still are in high season. So what I
Hmm.
would like this is I would like this between like 100 and like 110. So around there. So I'd want it like at least 10 to 20 under your target, which would still be a terrific booking. So what I want to do is let's first test pricing to see where you're at with this change that you made. Then from there, we'll discount it on Price Labs if we're still high.
Hmm.
All right, so let's do that first. So let's go ahead and go to listings. Obviously, get your link, and then let's move it over to an incognito window, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So this is my
That's the two bedroom. Yeah, that's it. So go ahead and hit view, the
yeah.
black box on the bottom. There you go. And then where it says share, go ahead and copy that link where it says next to save. And then go ahead and open your incognito window or your private browsing and just depending on
Here.
what browser you're on. Yeah, there you go. And then go ahead and paste the link.
Okay, so we're looking at how many days do we look at?
The 24th to the 31st. We just want to look at for
Oh,
the week.
for a week. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, this probably is at like 150, 180 is what the breakdown. So we're going to do 1525 minus 172.09, which is your taxes. That gives us 1354 minus 15.5%.
Yep.
Gives us 1,144 minus your cleaning fee. What's your cleaning fee?
125. Actually, let's say 135 because there's yeah,
Okay.
135.
Minus 135. That gives you 1,009 divided by 7 puts you at 144. So yeah, we were just really high, which is not bad, but good job on catching it. That way we can proactively drop it.
Okay.
So now let's go over to Price Labs.
Okay. Where was I? Here we are.
And then let's put a percent discount from the 25th to the 31st.
Okay.
And you're sitting at 144. Let's put like negative 50%. Let's just go big and work our way from there.
And I should update this to my
Yeah,
correct
let's go. Yeah,
target
let's go
daily?
ahead and update that to like do 100.
Okay. Oops. And so like 20 below my target daily, is that kind of what we're
That's kind
targeting?
of what I'm aiming at because if we had longer than a week, I would be like, hey, let's hit our target daily. If you had like, 14 days or even 8 days, I would test that. But since we're at like 7 to 6 days out, I would want to be a little under just to strategize. If someone instant books it, okay, that's feedback. Maybe we could have been a little higher, but obviously we won't be upset because 100
Right.
per night is still a great booking. But it can also be the other effect. Maybe no one books it for like 2, 3 days and maybe we drop it to 90. But from
Okay.
there, we're not at doing as big of a drop as if we were at, 120 and now we're coming to 90.
Right. Okay.
So now that you sunk it, let's go back over to Airbnb and let's go back to the calendar view. And what all we're going to do is since Price Labs takes a minute to sync, we're just going to refresh our screen. It actually looks like it's sunk already. Okay, maybe they're improving things.
Oh, okay.
So now that they sunk it, let's go back to that incognito window and test for pricing again, all over.
Okay. Is this my incognito? Yes, it is.
Yep,
Okay.
go ahead and refresh the screen and we'll test it. And guys, the way we're going to do things is we're going to take Michael right after Mara. Then we're going to go for Jack. If anyone has any pricing or any questions at all after Jack, please drop the number 1 in the chat and we'll circle to you guys right after. Alrighty, cool. So we got 966.73 minus 109.09. 857 minus 15.5% gives us 724 minus 135. We may have been too low. Divided by 7 puts it at 8. Okay, we were too low. I was wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Let's now, okay, let's work our way back. I thought I was onto something. Let's try 30%. And let's see that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's try
Um,
30%. And then your Wednesday was originally at 112 or something. It just went up to 252. So let's sync that, and then now we'll go back to Airbnb, the calendar perspective. It was at 180 and it just jumped to 252. So let's just keep refreshing that Airbnb screen until we
okay.
see Wednesday, the box for Wednesday where it says 180, until we see that jump to 252, then we know it's sunk. So it
Okay.
might take a minute, so we'll just keep testing that. The
Okay.
reason we do this, guys, the reason why I'm having to check this first is because if we go and immediately test pricing again, maybe we forget and it's still sitting at the same thing. We're like, oh, it's still high. Let's redo it. It's like it just hasn't sunk. So now that we see there, now we know it's sunk. So now we can go back and test pricing, knowing that the pricing's been updated. So now we can go back to the incognito window and see if we were wrong or right.
Okay.
All right, let's see. 1,157.36 minus 130.60 goes 1,026 minus 15.5%. Puts us at 867 minus 135 equals 732 divided by 7 puts us at 105. Perfect. We can leave it there because, like I said, I wanted between 100 and 110. So
Okay.
we can leave it there. Let's
Cool.
stay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Come Wednesday, if there's still no bookings, we'll probably drop Wednesday. Okay.
Okay. Wednesday we'll drop it. Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Great.
Alrighty, good stuff.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Michael, what do you got for us?
I don't know. It's
Let's start things off.
I guess like I guess pricing between dates, I guess. Like the days
Okay.
between
Yeah, let's go ahead and see it. So share your
and then for
screen.
some reason I can't get my Eternal to link with my booking.com for the Clino. For some reason I got the other two, but I got the other one linked up, but for some reason I can't find it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to link it to Hospitable. So if you have
Yeah, we
multiple,
tried that. I tried that with Noah. It still wasn't doing it. It still wasn't. We couldn't find it. We couldn't figure it out between me and Noah. Both of us were on it
okay.
today. He
All
said
right,
maybe you could help me
we'll
out since you're more familiar with that.
we'll try it out. If you tried it with Hospitable, then it's just probably an error that you're probably gonna have to keep contact Turno for or Hospitable for. The one thing though that I could always say, and this is for everyone listening in, Michael, since you already did it, it's fine, don't sweat it. But I really want you guys, although we want to be on other platforms, that's very important that we want to. But the one thing that separates VRBO and Booking.com from Airbnb and why they're not, as basically in the same competition with each other is because VRBO and Booking.com are not user friendly. So if you're just barely launching on Airbnb and you don't have much experience on short-term rentals, what I would recommend you guys do is first operate for a month or a couple of weeks at least on Airbnb to get familiar with the platform. Because trust me, if you're not really that familiar with the Airbnb platform, VRBO and Booking.com are going to be an extreme nightmare. And it's a pointless nightmare to run into so early on because 90% of your bookings are going to come from Airbnb. It's just how it is. But we just want to be diversified either way because it still opens up more opportunities. So when you guys are first launching, just first focus on Airbnb. Then from there, we'll start getting you guys into VRBO and Booking.com because it's literally going to be the same thing. It's just VRBO and Booking.com are not user friendly. You're going to be, trust me, even when I did it, I had to watch a whole YouTube video on how to get on VRBO and Booking.com because it was just so confusing. Like their platforms are not user friendly. So for right now, I don't want that to be our main concern. I'd rather us focus on Airbnb. That's priority number one. Priority number two is then Booking.com because if 90% of your bookings are going to come from Airbnb, I don't want to wait to change that. So let's just focus on that and then we'll circle to Booking.com. Okay.
All right.
Cool. All right. So go ahead and share your screen. That way we can see pricing.
Yeah.
Noah already checked your pricing and everything?
Yeah.
Cool,
We kind of went through. We did a lot of it already through Airbnb and with Price Lab and everything. That he said pretty much maybe you can kind of help out or
Nice.
whatever, or just go over everything, look at it, see where we at.
Yeah, I mean Noah's been operating for some time. He does terrific. So I don't doubt his checks were good, but I just want to see obviously if we need to set pricing or discounts for any upcoming stays. I heard that you got off to a great start, so I want to just definitely look over that.
Yeah, I don't know how to share my screen, bro. So let's see a second.
Are you on a computer?
I was trying to get on the computer, but it's just easier with the app, so I just did it on my phone. But I'm trying
Oh,
to get
you're
on
on
the
your
computer.
phone. Okay, let me see. I know you shared it via LastPass, right? I could have sworn I saw your thing come in. So let me see if I can pull you up via LastPass. Give me 1 second. All right, where are you? Oh, here you are. All right, which one's your Airbnb? Price Labs. Okay, I'm gonna need that. What's this one? Turno. We'll have that open just so we can look at it. Which one's this? VRBO. Okay. See this one. Hospitable. This one has to be Airbnb. Oh no, this one's Price Labs too. It looks like you shared Price Labs twice. Could you try sharing? Does it let you share Airbnb via LastPass? Michael left. All right, let me see. Yeah, he's trying to rejoin. Okay.
Sorry, man. I don't know what the hell happened.
No, you're good. You're good. I didn't realize you were gone, but what I said was, if you can try, it looks like via LastPass you shared Price Labs twice, but you never shared Airbnb. Could you try sharing Airbnb with me via LastPass? That way I can, or you know what?
Mm,
To keep things easy, let me see. I think I can log in via your phone number for a one-time use in the meantime. That way we don't waste time. What's the phone number connected to your Airbnb account? All right. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so this looks good. So good job by putting your no discount. So that's set. So one thing that we just need to do is we need to add your long weekend. So let me see if you have the long weekend. You don't? Okay, let's add one for you real quick. So we're gonna title this. I'm gonna give you, so for all of you guys, I do give you like a foundation for the rule sets, but do not take these as like these are going to be your permanent ones that you utilize. These are just a foundation because they're all trial and error. Like these may be specific to you. Maybe they work for some time and maybe they just stop working and we got to update them. But the only way we can
mhm.
find out if they're not working or if they're working is by getting bookings and just trial and error as they come in. So I'm going to give you the foundation for it. We'll utilize these in the meantime. If we notice any errors, um, like as you start getting more bookings, then from there, okay, we may need to be doing some tweaks to your rule sets, which obviously Noah or myself can help you out on once we notice them, or if you notice them. All right, cool. So we have that set. So here's a long weekend there. Looks like you already got a good booking there. You got your no discount. Okay. All we needed, the only way, or the only time we put a long weekend or any rule sets are going to be on the specific month we're on. That's why I only put one here, because we're not even in April yet. So I'm not going to focus on that. Let's let Airbnb do its thing and get bookings. Because if I start putting these long weekends in April, what it's going to do is it's going to decrease your pricing very so slightly. But if we can make more money, let's first take advantage of that. We're not even near April yet, so let's first take advantage of that as we start getting close. If we're like, crap, there's no bookings. Okay, then let's add our long weekend and go from there. In the
Gotcha.
meantime, you're sitting perfect here. Now we want to put a no discount at the beginning, or sorry, at the beginning of a reservation, at the end. So you have them at the end, but let's go ahead and put them at the beginning too. So you need another no discount here. Now, since we have some time between these, we can put these at your target daily rate. This one, since we have no lead time, obviously you have this booking, which is a good booking, but since we have no lead time for this one, because literally it's tomorrow, we'll put this at our break even, which looks like you already have it at. So let's go to Price Labs.
Yeah, I did that with Noah. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go to Price Labs. Let's put a no discount here at 62. Oh, sorry. No, we're not putting it at 62. What's your target daily rate?
This that one, 62 or 63. Yep.
No, 62 is your break even, or your minimum. Your target is what you need to make to be like to profit $1,600.
Shoot, I don't know what that is. I think it was.
It should be on your Price Labs calculator.
Okay, I got it right here. So. Okay.
I think it's 115.
Target daily rate is 114.33.
Yeah. Cool. So I got that here. It's the same thing I got. All right. So I'm going to update these. All right. I'm just going to drag this through, might as well.
Weekday price 171, weekend price 262.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, perfect. So we just need to set your pricing here. Okay, so we sunk that real quick. I think there might be. We have something turned on. I think I know what it is. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. Okay, cool. So you had a discount that was applied here. I was noticing there was your pricing wasn't lining up with something. So I just removed that. That should realign it right now. Yeah, there it is. Cool. And these updated. Okay, now that it's fully synced up and updated, now let's go ahead and test pricing. Now, what I want a booking from Tuesday the 17th through Tuesday the 24th to be is I always give the analogy of this. Think of yourself like you just launched. Yeah, you have some good bookings, but they're spotty. We need to get them booked up. The reason why they're spotty is because the demand is there in your market. That's why you got booked up very quick. But you didn't have the specific rule sets in place that will allow for someone to be incentivized to book a week over 2 days. So that's why you got your weekend booked up, and that's why you got 1 day booked up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create that incentivization by discounting your pricing. But I always like to think about it like this. You're a brand new place that just launched. You have no reviews, you have no reputation, you have nothing. So you can't immediately go into it with like, oh, I got to make this much money. It's just not going to happen. You got to build that reputation up. That doesn't mean it's going to take you months or weeks, but you have two things going against you. You have no reputation, you have no lead time. So if you tell me like, no, I want to profit $1,600, I need to charge $115 a night, it's just not going to be that because you don't have a lead time. So if we set this week at 115, you can go Tuesday unbooked, Wednesday unbooked, Thursday unbooked, and finally Friday gets booked up. Friday through gets booked up. And you may think that's great and all, but you just lost out 3 days of money. So now your occupancy dropped and now you missed out on money. So that's exactly what we do not want to do. What we need to do is we need to build up your lead time. That way you're not like, oh my God, I need a booking. I'm going days unbooked. The best way to build that up is by discounting your rate. So think of yourself as if you were a restaurant that opened up. What do restaurants do when they open up? They offer free samples. Maybe they have a discounted menu. Maybe they're giving something away for free. Now, we're not going to give anything away for free. So what we're going to do is we're going to discount our place to get that booking come in. Now that allows us to sit back because now we're like, okay, we got a longer booking in place. So we have a week lead time. Now we can start testing for a higher price point. So that's what we're going to have to do for this first booking to get that momentum moving, gain that lead time. Then from there, we can start testing pricing at a higher level. So for example, like we were just seeing with Mara's calendar, Mara's booked up. So she has a large lead time. So we can, and she's also in the peak of her high season. So we can test for a higher price point further out. It's totally fine if she does that because she has a long lead time. For you, Michael, we don't have that lead time. It's about to open up tomorrow. So we want to discount it, secure that booking. Now we have that lead time. Now we can, you're not really stressed, but now we don't have to be as anxious to get a booking. Now we can test a higher price point without having to worry of us going unbooked. Okay. So
Okay.
what I would like to see this booking at is I would want our price to be between 70 and 75 per night. Best way to do that is now that we have our rule sets placed, now that everything is synced, and now that we know what we need it to be at, now we can test for it. So let's go to listings. Let's click on our property here. Let's click view. Let's hit share. Copy the link. We're going to open up an incognito window. We're going to paste the link here. Now that we have it connected here, we're going to go ahead and test pricing. So we're going to test from the 17th through the 24th. We're going to hit reserve, price breakdown, and let's do the math. So we have 826.84 minus 91.87, 735 minus 15.5%, 621 minus, what's your cleaning fee?
125.
Minus 125. That brings us to 496 divided by 7. That brings us, wow, that's perfect. That brings us to 71 per night. So we're right on the money. So the only thing that you were missing was your long weekend rule set, which we put here. So with that long weekend rule set, that got us exactly where we need to be at. So we're good. In that case, what you want to do is now that we got it to your break even or where we want to be, now this is where the patience comes in. It's not magic. Just because we said that does not mean a booking's instantly going to come in, but it puts us in a better position than if we were sitting at like 150 or
Yeah,
120. So now we just got to be patient. Maybe a booking does not come in tonight, but maybe it comes in tomorrow. And if it doesn't come in tomorrow, that doesn't mean anything. All that means is that like, hey, maybe we just got to wait a little bit more because our lead time was a little further out. So maybe it doesn't come in. So we push everything we just did. We move it over one. So you'll put a no discount on Wednesday, drop Wednesday, and then maybe the booking comes in then. Okay.
Gotcha.
Other than that, everything's looking great, man. I mean, we obviously the demand is there. You're getting some bookings. By the way, I heard there was a concert out in a Morgan Wallen concert out in May, and
Yeah.
it looks like you probably got booked up for it. Here it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard
All
about the
right,
concert.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Good stuff. Just wanted to make sure you were set there. But yeah, other than that, you're all set. In terms of Turno, let me see. Am I on the right one? Am I on Michael? Yeah, I'm on you. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to integrations. I need to log into your hospitable. I think it was this one. Oh no, that's Turno. Oh, I don't think you shared hospitable either. Oh no, I think it was this one. Yeah, here it is. All right, you're gonna have to verify me in. So let me know. It's gonna send an email to you. Let me know once you verified me. So you're gonna have to go to verify on your email, hit
Yeah,
verify
gotcha.
device, let it load in, and trust it, and then let me know once you're good.
I'll let you know. Verify device. Log in, trust device. You should be good to go.
Okay, let me retry it. Oh no, damn it. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see how you connected things. Yeah, you do have VRBO connected. You do have booking.com.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know that. I'm just missing the booking. Yeah, I'm missing the booking for the Turno.
Let's see. Connect. See if this
Oh, sure. I
works.
just got hospital connected.
All right, you're connected. So now we can go to integrations. We're going to delete Airbnb.
Just change to Airbnb? Why?
Because it's all going to come through Hospitable.
Oh yeah, because all hospitals are already connected to all three already with the original
Yep.
the dating cat on it, right?
Yep. So you're all good now. So it's good. So you just reach out to your cleaner, let your cleaner know that you made an update. She's gonna have to reconfirm for the checkout tomorrow. But now everything's all connected. So you're all good. So any bookings that come in, whether it's through VRBO, Booking.com, or Airbnb, they'll all come in
Can you
through here
check
because
the
exactly,
for May? I have a
yeah,
booking in May that was from Booking.com. I just want to make sure it's all in.
yeah,
Uh,
here it is. Let's see.
the reader, right?
Let's see. March, April, May. Yeah, here they are. VRBO. These are your Booking.com ones, I believe. So yeah, they're all here. If you want to check it, give me the specific date the VRBO one, or the Booking.com one it is, or whichever one it
I think it
is.
was in that. I think it was in September. There's one in September yeah, or was it?
It should be there. So check your
Yeah,
Airbnb. Let me know. Let me
check my
see.
Airbnb.
Or sorry, not your Airbnb. This one. Okay, it's for you have a Booking.com on April 24th. Okay. April 24th. Yeah, here it is. So Booking.com's
Okay,
connected. You're good.
okay. Ah, then
You're
we're
all
good then.
set.
Well, that was the only one. That was the only one. Okay, so I'll tell her the clean lead to just confirm everything, make sure she has all of them. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Nice, nice. I think that was it.
Yeah, you're good to go. So if anything else comes up, just please let me know, but you're all set here, all right?
Then we have a meeting on Friday between me and you and Noah on Friday.
Yes,
So.
yeah, we'll meet on Friday, we'll connect and we'll go over some more stuff there, all right?
That's
All
it.
righty. Well, good stuff, Michael. Your unit's looking good. I'm excited for it. Obviously, we're off
Thank you,
to a
man.
great start. The fact that you just launched and we have all those bookings even further out. So good stuff there, okay?
All right, bro. Thank you, boss. All right, we'll talk.
All
Have
right.
a good night.
Of course. Have a good night, man. All righty. Let's see. Who do we got next? Jack, what do you got for us?
I got a couple of questions. One of them, just to start, is when should I start looking on adding like VRBO and Booking.com into the mix? Right now, I'm only on Airbnb. I'm
Mhm.
booked pretty well. My hesitancy with that is my assumption is that VRBO and Booking.com are more, I guess, high end, like multiple bedrooms and stuff like that. Whereas my unit's like a studio. So I don't know if it's how worth it is to be promoting myself on those sites as well.
Yeah, there's no relevance in terms of like the size, but you have to remember Airbnb is making a big push. Everyone knows about Airbnb. VRBO, Booking.com are going to be like your older crowds because obviously Booking.com markets through Expedia and things like that. So it's going to be usually your older crowd that are, yeah, why use Airbnb? Like I'm just going to stick to this stuff. But like I said, and I was telling earlier when we were talking with Michael, there's no problem with it for you, Jack. Since you've been on Airbnb already for some time. I mean, you've probably been there for like a month already. Like you're pretty familiar with how to navigate Airbnb. So for you, you can
Mhm.
start going on VRBO and Booking.com, but just take it slow because people try to rush into it and try to get a list, and that's how you get a lot of issues. We've had clients that forget to put a cleaning fee, forget to do these, and they start getting bookings for high or sorry for low rates that end up coming down. It just causes issues. So don't be in such a rush because 90% of your bookings are going to come through Airbnb anyway. So just as you
Yeah.
got time, start strategically just getting set up on VRBO and Booking.com. And I would first focus on VRBO, then Booking.com because the order goes Airbnb, user friendly, VRBO, somewhat, Booking.com, pain in the ass. So
Okay,
you want
got
to be strategic in how you go about it. So I would first get up on VRBO, then Booking.com. Um, and I would start doing it now if I were you. So just slowly get those up. Everything that you did on Airbnb, do it on VRBO. Just cross check everything. Then make sure you connect it to your hospitable account. Once that's connected, we're going to do exactly what we did with Michael. Delete the Turnell connection and connect it to hospitable. That's the only thing you'll have to do. Other than that, everything will be good. Um, and then once you get up on VRBO, then focus on Booking.com. Like I said, Booking.com is it's just not user friendly. Like it's so difficult to find everything. You have to like literally go through every little piece of things. And even when I watched the YouTube video, it was still a pain in the butt. But obviously I can support you on like little things and checking the importance of it. Like, oh, did you get your cleaning fee? Is the calendar syncing? Like, did you put your discount? Like the important stuff I can obviously point out to you and help you navigate for it. Like if you have questions on.
Yeah, all right, that's helpful. That's my thought was process. Whenever I have the time, I can do it because, like you said, most of my, I mean, all my bookings so far have been on Airbnb, and it's doing all right. So just wondering how important it is for me to start looking at it. So thank you for
Yeah,
that.
just absolutely. It's just a way to get extra eyes on your property. But
Mhm.
still, majority of your bookings are going to come through Airbnb.
Awesome. And then I wanted to just take a look at pricing as well.
Let's do
So I'm
it.
just going to share my screen if you don't mind. One of the big questions
Absolutely.
I had around pricing is if this is going rogue or not, where I have the 20% here, and then because this is a more demanding day, I figured I could probably get away with having a lower percent decrease on these days. Should I not even
Mhm.
bother that and just have one big discount from the entire week?
Yeah, I get your thought process behind it. It's really good. But yes, I would agree. Just put the 20% all the way through because you have to remember your weekends are not going to be affected by the discount because your weekends have a minimum. So if your minimum is 207, I could put a 100% discount right there on those weekends, and they're not going to drop lower than 207, which is exactly what we want. So what you would need to do is you put a fixed rate, but we do not want to do that. That's fine that you did it on the weekend coming up. That's fine because obviously that's going to come up first. But
Mhm.
for the other weekend, don't have it. So like exactly like that is exactly how we want to have it. And
Uh,
do not worry. Right now in North Carolina, like it's so funky. Like these last couple of weeks at the end of March are still a little bit slow, but they're like on a breakout period. It's gonna pick up in April, like mid to end of April. It's gonna start picking up a lot more. So rule of thumb is it's just if we can make a high probability, let's obviously shoot for it. But if not, like you're not going to be at your break even. You have so much room. So if not, we'll just be strategic and lower our price. So right now, everything looks good. What I would want from a booking from the 20th to the 27th is I would like to see you around like, 65 to 70. We already have the feedback that someone's willing to pay 70 per night. So you can obviously see that from your last booking. So we can use that
yeah.
as a safety net. Obviously, if this week's going to be a little bit more demanding, we know maybe that 70 is like hot. Maybe we can get 80 or maybe, for sure 70. So the only thing we have going against us is the lead time and the fact that we're still somewhat in a slow season. That's the only thing you have going against you. But the luxury you have is you have a studio. So like you could play it a little I say the word risky, but it's not even risky. All it means is you can just strategize that you have the opportunity to drop more of at the last minute than someone that had
Mhm.
like a 2 or 3 bedroom. For a 2 or 3 bedroom, we want to be dropping sooner. Or yeah, a
Yeah.
lot earlier.
I think I was just
So
getting greedy with it because I saw all of these, so I didn't want to drop because I had this booked for a while, like most of these days, so I really
yeah.
haven't touched the pricing too much. But I think I'm gonna just have to start dropping it a little bit more because
And
it's
it's
now going
fine.
for like 90, 95
Yeah.
a day, I think here.
And it's fine. Don't sweat it because I remember looking at your guys' calendars, yours and other people in Raleigh, and you guys literally had that whole week blue, and then things shifted.
Hmm.
And that's fine. That's why we have price labs because we wouldn't know things shifted if we didn't have price labs. That's why we use that dynamic AI tool. So now that we know it's shifted, let's just and we're getting closer and no one's booked it yet. Let's just start planning on dropping. So if you were sitting at 90, what I would like you to be around is between, like I said, that 65 to 70, especially since I'm not even going to count today. It's already late. So
Yeah.
technically already on tomorrow. So you have a 3 day lead time. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We have a 3 day lead time. So I would already want you between 65 and 70. So if you've already
Got it.
tested
And
and
for
you're
the
at 80,
weekend,
let's discount it more.
for the weekend would be looking at like if you're doing 65 to 80 for these ones, or 65 to 70, we want this one to be like around 80-ish for those days.
No, we want those higher. That's why we don't really want to be messing with fixed rates on the weekends because what I want to do is I'd rather incentivize someone to book the 20th to the 27th than for someone to just take the 20 and the 21, like those 2 weekend days. Because if someone takes 20 and 21, yeah, you might get a decent rate for it. But now we have to get the 22nd to the 29th booked up. Right now, you have an advantage. Getting a booking from Friday to Friday is a lot easier than getting a Sunday to Sunday. Just proven. Like people are traveling and leaving on weekends. It's just, it's usually how people travel. That's why we call it a long weekend and why we put it on our weekends only. So what I would do is I would still hold them at a low rate. I probably wouldn't drop lower than 150. I would hold it there. And let's just test pricing from the 20th to the 27th. And like I said, what you want to do is you want to have that between 65 and 70. So if you're not there, maybe we increase that 20% discount to 30 or 40, but I
Yeah.
would not change that 150.
Okay. That's fair enough. And I can do that on my own, so I don't want to waste everyone's time doing it. And then the other one is on this unit. I had a little bit of an awkward situation with these bookings, where I had it booked, I forget, it was like the 6th, the 15th or whatever. I had this little 3-day gap, and then I got these days booked. So, um, like,
Looks like you may have had an issue with your calendar because you got it booked at 41.
yeah, this was another like single day. Or so originally I had like booked, I think it's from like the 6th to whatever. I had them booked until the 15th, and then I had this 3-day gap, the 16th, 17th, 18th, and then I had this booked as well. This person is like I think literally in there now. And they only
Okay.
booked one of those 3 days that were discounted. So I put it at 30,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a really awkward date range, and I don't really want to put it any lower because I don't want to like incentivize like people that I wouldn't want in my units to go there.
hmm So what happened is exactly what you didn't want to happen. So when you discount your rate, I got your thought process behind, and you have the right thought process, but we just went a little too low because you dropped them all to 30. So or 40 or 50, whatever you had it at. So you were already incentivizing a low stay, which is fine. Like I always say, like, shit, I wouldn't mind if I got Monday booked, Tuesday booked, and Wednesday booked on single nights, each individual guest. I wouldn't mind that if they got booked up. But I would usually only do that in like your 2 day gap, like you have on the 17th and 18th. For a 3 day gap, you have a higher potential of getting all 3 days booked up than if you had a 2 day gap. So um, I wouldn't have dropped it so soon and so low because you already had just forced an incentivization of someone booking a one night. And that's why that happened. Same thing happened with your weekend by someone booking it. Oh, actually, no, someone booked a 3 day. No, that one's fine. Your 3 day, that one's fine. Um, but what you did was like your pricing was a little too low on your weekend when you dropped it to 180. So you just forced an incentivization for someone to book a lower rate. And this is a good learning lesson because this is exactly what differentiates us from doing fixed rates compared to doing dynamic pricing. This is why we always say, hey, we don't do fixed rates because when we do fixed rates, it's no different than if we didn't even have a dynamic pricing. Because what ends up happening with people that do fixed rates is they either have their pricing too high or way too low, so what it ends up doing is exactly what happened. People book like 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, like small bookings, and now it messes up your calendar. Um, it messed up your calendar in the sense of like now it's spotty, so now we're chasing, and
Yeah.
now it made our bookings a lot harder. So you're fine. We can still recover from this, and the best way to recover is exactly what you did. Put a no discount on Tuesday and Wednesday, and put a fixed rate. I wouldn't go so low as 30, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's already, I would just keep it because, I mean, dude, like tomorrow's already Tuesday. So, like, I rather shoot, I think we both agree, and I think everyone would agree, I'd rather get booked at 30 and 30 rather than nothing at all. You know what I mean? Um, and
Yeah.
and now we keep an occupancy, a good occupancy, and we get them booked up, you know?
Yeah. Another quick question. Does occupancy come into, I guess, the algorithm for how often they would promote your unit? Like if you have 50% occupancy versus 90%, is that going to affect how you're
Yes.
ranked?
It does because that goes based off of like if you notice some people, maybe some of you guys have it, maybe none of you guys don't just yet. But eventually what ends up happening is if you hold a consistently good occupancy rate and good reviews, you'll get titled as like guest favorite. So if someone clicks on your property, it'll say guest favorite and they
Yeah.
promote that a little bit more. It's almost like as if you got super host.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
have
what we
that
want
for
to hold
this
it going.
one. I have the guest favorite.
Hit view.
Is it here you see it? Yeah, I have it for this one.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what we want. That goes from holding a consistently good occupancy rate.
Okay, awesome. So then from what I'm understanding is I need to make sure that stop playing around with the fixed rates, keep the prices, and try to get to
Yeah.
like 70-ish a day, 65, 70.
Yeah, yeah. So like right now, it's not you're not in a tough spot. Like you're in a good spot because you're literally about to hit high season. So it's about to be like really fun. But the problem with that is like we got to be strategic because like you're about to enter high season, so you're in like that mid-season phase. So if you discount it a little bit too much, like you're just gonna get booked up super quick and spotty. But if you keep it too high, maybe you're a little bit too high compared to what people are booking at. So the best rule of thumb is like if you're in the middle ground, like in terms of seasonality, let's be in the middle ground in terms of our pricing. So let's not be at our like way above our target daily rate, but let's not be like at our below our break even. So I would usually put it at like, oh, 20 below my break even. So if my break even's 100, I'd put it at like 80. And you obviously have the feedback that people are willing to book at 70 or even 98. So we already based off of your other unit. So the cool thing is since you have two units in the same place, you can take the data from both. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you know 70 is like a good sweet spot and people are willing to pay as much as like 98, let's be in between that. So let's, if when I'm setting my pricing for 17th and 18th, just keep it as at what it is and let's just try to get them booked up. But
Yeah.
what I really want to focus on is the 22nd to the 29th. Let's try to get a booking at that around like, 70 and 80. So like between that range, let's keep it at maybe 75, either between 75 and 80. I would be happy with that.
Got it. So should I extend the price discount to this 29th as well?
Yeah, I would put a no discount on Sunday the 22nd, put a fixed rate at 80 on Sunday the 22nd, and then I would extend that 28% discount all the way through, and then I would test the pricing to be at around that price. So right there, you have the no discount. So on Sunday the 22nd, click on that and just put a fixed rate of 80.
Up for this one?
Yeah. So keep checking the same, but change the 28th checkout to the 22nd. Yeah, there you go. And then change it fixed and put it at 80. And then update the percent discount from the 23rd to the 29th and put that at like 28% and then test that. If that gets you between 75 and 80, perfect. And if it doesn't, then obviously adjust as needed.
Yeah.
Make sure you change it to percent too. Yeah, there you go. And then negative 28. And then just test that. Sync it and test it and then fluctuate it from there to get you around that,
Got it.
75 to 80.
Okay. And then my last question, is there a way to see the data from all these dates? It frustrates me that you can see only days that haven't happened or are currently happening and their ADR. Is there a way to keep it everywhere else so it makes it easier to understand what you've been booked at previously? Or is there another place I should be looking at?
Yeah, that's a great question. To be honest, I haven't found it because it also frustrates me sometimes when I want to look back and see what I previously got booked at. Um, so try hitting March where it says March 2026. Does it let you go back to like April or anything?
Hmm,
Right there where you're next to next. Oh, it
I
doesn't.
can
Or
go
sorry,
future. I
not
can't go
not back to
past.
April. Back to what was it? February.
Yeah.
Okay. If it doesn't, don't sweat it. We'll just take the current ones and I'll continue looking into it to see if I figure something out, okay?
Yeah,
And
I
when I
mean, it
do, I'll
just
let you
seems
know.
like really helpful data. And I don't know. To me, I don't see
I
like they have
absolutely
to put
agree.
in work to take it away. So I don't know why I just don't leave it.
Are you?
Especially when just learning it. Go ahead,
Can
Daniel.
you?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, can't you check on your Airbnb calendar and then just do the math again on it?
Yeah, yeah, I could do the math.
You
Yeah, sure.
could.
But then I
Yeah, you
would
You can go
could.
over
just
to the
rather not do the
guest.
math.
Yeah,
That's
go to the
it.
confirmation. Yeah, we always got to do that little math, that little
Yeah, we always
three-piece
got to do
thing.
that little bit of work.
You
What
can't
you
get
could
away
do
from
is
it. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, I agree. What you could do is exactly what Daniel said. So if you go back to calendar, it's just a
Yeah,
little bit more tedious. I get your point, like it'd be easier, but go
yeah,
back and then let's look at like a previous booking, like maybe that other one, and then hit view full itinerary. Then if you scroll down, you can see what the guest paid. So right there it says guest paid
Boom.
77. See that? So you can just
yeah.
quickly look at that, but it's just going to be a little bit of extra work just because you got to click on each one and note it. But you can definitely look back in that way.
Yeah, that's
So
helpful.
you don't really got to do math. You just got to look back, which I think is what Daniel was trying to point out.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that as well.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
good stuff. I forgot about that.
that's all I had.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much,
Cool,
Andrew.
cool, cool. Of course, man. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Daniel, what do you got for us,
Oh
man?
wow, I'm in there. Um, I feel like a lottery winner right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's booked tonight. You guys are packed. I've never seen it this packed like this. I don't come on the 8 o'clock stuff for the late night, so but I got
Yeah, usually
some
Mondays
pricing
get
check
crazy.
on my like what do I put for my no discounts, like depending on where I am in the booking week. Let me share
Yeah,
real
let's take a
quick.
look at that.
How do I do that shit again? Never mind. Uh,
All right, there we go. It's sharing.
There we go. I don't know why it was kept me muted. That's why they were doing. Okay, so here we go. Where are we at right now? So I was just going over
Damn, we're
these,
looking good.
and I don't remember what I'm supposed to put my no discounts. I haven't been doing no discounts lately because I've just been working numbers whenever I go check on those days that are coming in. But just now, I just got
Mhm.
this booked, and it's like just like at break even.
Mhm.
But I had these multiple gaps and had multiple weekends booked in a row, and I at high rates, but I wasn't getting the weekly on this one property. So I was like checking these out, and that's why I got the long in betweens. But I just now put these in right here, and I'm supposed to be putting these in like this is a week, right? So I should be putting this in for basically my target daily, right?
Yeah, since you have so much lead time and you're in the high season for pretty much both of your properties essentially, or both of your locations,
Yeah.
yeah, I would, since you have a lead time and it's a one bedroom, yeah, I would put that sucker right at your target.
Okay. What about this one right here? Because this is like, this is a top tier booking. These 2 weekends. Am I putting it before and after? And am I putting it more on this?
Great question. So first and foremost, you will definitely put it at the end of Abigail. And for that one, you could put it at your target or like 10 over your target.
Okay.
That's fine because you have a little bit more of a lead time. And then in regards to before Abigail, no, you wouldn't. What you would do is you would actually put your in between exactly like you have, and you wouldn't
Okay.
even have a no discount after Mackenzie, like where
That's
that's
how
at.
I
You would still
just
have an in between there.
I literally just changed that now after having the phone because I hadn't been doing that.
Yeah, you would put an in between there. So the in between will over, if there's an opportunity for an in between, it would override the long weekend and it would override the no discount. So it'll look exactly like you have it there.
All right, that's
Other
how
than
I
that,
did
though, it
it.
looks
That's this right now. Now I'm going to put this back.
to the 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would just hold it there. And if you need to make any discounts because it's still sitting too high and you're getting close, just
Yeah.
keep increasing from 35 to 40, from 40 to 45, and just increase from there.
Okay. That's what I did, and then I just got this one today like that. I don't know. That's what I plan on doing over the next few days for this little gap.
Yep.
But otherwise, these should I be hitting my targets on, man?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
No. So you
That's
look
it.
good. And then I would put a no discount on Wednesday the 18th, that first unit. I'll put a no discount there and I'll bring that lower.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know
I
if they're going to
know
allow someone to book that one night.
um it will, but like someone may not book it because it's like right on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
because you don't have much of a lead time, I would put that like right at your break even. If someone books it, great. It just keeps your occupancy high. If no one books it, you're already more than profitable. So I wouldn't even sweat it.
That's how I look at it. Like, I get a day is a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're getting bookings at 140, 162. Like, dude, like, yeah, if you get it, you're already a pure profit. So, I mean, even if you put it at your break even, you get booked, it's just profit at this point, the way to look at it. If you don't, like, you're more profitable. So it's no big deal.
Oh, and you know what it was? Why I was getting a little confused different time? Oh, why did I do that? Why I was getting confused is that I forget whether, like, when I'm putting the date here, like, that's my break even, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Then the taxes and the percentages and the fees come off on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was making sure. I realized earlier when you put on somebody else, I was like, okay, you wouldn't be telling them that number unless it was that. So I was like, okay, because I haven't
Yeah.
been hitting them that much. Because in all honesty, we have been having back-to-back bookings, everything, but I haven't had a lot of gaps until this last like week or so. But we got
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
a good
Ran through it.
good problem to have. But yeah, obviously when once that does open up, yeah, you just want to put that no discount drop. And like I said, like if you look at it this way, like yeah, you're putting at your break even, but you're already profitable for the month. Like everything on top of this is just pure profit. So even if you get it booked at like $20, that's $20
Yeah,
profit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! This is what I'm gonna ask you. My bad. We had a guest come in, and the first day we had the 2 bedroom in Tempe, that the new one we did. But the
Yeah.
first guest came in, there was like roaches and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
we refunded them their entire thing because it like kept popping. I'm like, whatever, I don't want it. It's our first thing, you know.
Yeah.
We just got their review in. She said nothing but nice things, but gave us 2 stars.
Ah, shit.
And I'm like, I wish I would have even give you the money back at this point, you know?
The good and bad news is this. The good news is that she wrote nothing but positive stuff. So yes, people may see that, but what people really focus on is reading what the specific problem was.
Yeah, like
So
if
they'll
they
go
see a
look
true
at
star,
it.
they can go read it and be like,
Yeah, they'll go read it and they'll be like, oh, maybe it's an
might be an
error
error.
or like, yeah, or something like that. So they won't really put thought into it. So it won't technically won't really affect you.
Should I
Um,
try to get that shit off?
I would. I mean, why not? Like if you
I
have the
might just say
time,
that,
just
be like,
try
look,
it.
she said nothing but nice things. Why would, maybe that was an
Yeah.
error.
Yeah. So I would definitely try it and go from there and see what happens. But again, if they don't remove it, like no harm, no foul. We'll just get a bunch more 5-star reviews and it just won't mean anything. Another cool thing that actually one of our clients actually mentioned, and he brought it up a good point is we were talking because he's one of our management clients, and he was like, hey, like since we're just launching, I know the emphasis on getting good reviews. So he's like, why don't we offer when everyone checks out, just maybe for the first month or two as we build up reviews, why don't we offer for everyone that gives us a 5-star, like a little promotion for since we're just
A
launching.
refund
So
type shit. Yeah.
no, where we'll give them like a $20 or $25 Amazon gift card if they leave a 5-star review. So kind of how like people do, like, oh, if you leave us a review, we'll give you a free item. So I was
And
like,
how
that's
did you do
actually a
that in
great
regular?
idea.
It's set up in hospital. Just send messages to do that.
Yeah. So what I have is I have our virtual assistants that are overseeing the management clients. I have them sending messages like right when they check out, hey, just a starter promotion since we just launched. Like if you leave us a 5-star review and we hope you enjoyed your stay, we're gonna send you once that review comes in, we'll send you a $25 Amazon gift card. And then once it comes through, they just send him 25. He's like, dude, I don't mind a few $100 that I lose per month.
Yeah.
Like just to build up a solid foundation of like 10 5-star reviews per unit, like will go a long way in the long run. I'm like, you are absolutely right. That's actually a great idea. So quick little tip for you guys that are just launching. And Danny, if you want to take that, I know you're also in the same wavelength as that.
Yeah.
Like I know you'd
Yeah.
be interested in doing that too.
All right. What do you think about even all like that person? Are they allowed to change their review? Are they allowed to alter the stars or anything and change it?
They can't change it, but they can remove it. So like EK just throw a comment in there. You can try calling. So if you have a little bit of time, this is something I have my virtual assistants do, is their specific process is this. If they can't get the review removed through Airbnb, I have them call the client. That way it's not tracked through Airbnb messages. I'll have
Okay.
them call the client and just be like, hey, like I saw you left a 2-star review. Like, what was the feedback that if you can give any, like in terms of the reason for left a two-star review? Looks like you gave us a positive feedback, but just so we can get a little insight. Oh, well, it was because of the bugs. Oh, well, we
Yeah.
truly apologize. That's why we went ahead and give you a full refund. You know, we're just a new business that just launched, so Airbnb puts a big emphasis on this. So we just want to clarify. We want to make sure all of our clients are happy. Like, if you'd like, I'm happy to send you a $25 Amazon gift card or something just for the inconvenience. It would really mean a lot and help us in the long run. Obviously, we fix this issue. That's no longer a problem for us. If you could just reach out to Airbnb and have it removed and then, see what they say. And if they don't want to remove it, well, whatever, no harm, no
But
foul. But
don't
if
you
they
can't
do, cool.
you get flagged if you try to do it in the Airbnb messaging?
Not really, but they kind of see it as like it's on one of their host and guest like violation policies for
It is.
reviews is that if you try to bribe them or something like that, same
Okay.
thing for the guest. The guest tries to bribe you, like, oh, if you don't give me a refund, I'm gonna leave you a bad review. That's retaliation and a
That's
bribery. So like,
wonderful. I love you to say that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, when they say that, it's great news because you can be like, oh yeah, well now I'm not refunding you or doing anything. Then they leave you a bad review and Airbnb will instantly remove it. So. Yeah, you can try calling them. That way it doesn't get you into any issues. Try calling them, see what they say.
I got call Airbnb and then them. Yeah. Also.
Yeah, so you can do that. That's good insight. But yeah, as long as if they give you good information, like guests are gonna just read the review and be like, oh, like
Well,
nothing
you know
there,
what?
whatever.
I'm gonna do this one thing real quick just to get a progress for all you guys right here. All right.
Let's see it. Holy crap! There you go, man. That's a huge win. You're expecting 18K. You're muted again. Here, I'll help you out. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. It should prompt you.
Stupid idiot. So yeah, so we're closer to actually 20 on this because we have VRBO listings, and
Nice.
and as you know, we get booked. So these empty slots are gonna go, and we'll probably get to like 21, 22 right here.
That's huge, man. Off of 7 units, the profit on
7
that is
units.
massive. It's like over
Yep.
10K profit.
Yep. Just So just wanted to share that with everybody right there. That's that. As
That's a
soon as we
massive
launch
win.
each time we launch them, they're right up right away. It's great. And now,
Dude, that's
we're like
great.
a guest favorite on a few different pages. So it's gonna just keep snowballing on that. Like the new places are popping up still, even though they're new, like because we're a good host.
Dude, yeah, those reviews go a long way. And that's why I always say, like when we first launch, I always say, hey, like in the long run, don't be so concerned about refunding someone for a potential good review or no review at all, because the reviews help you in the long run. So you may not see it temporarily, but in the long run, it's like massive benefits from it. So
Yeah,
dude,
for sure.
congrats, because 7 units for 20,000 revenue is massive. That's like over
Should
10K
definitely.
profit off of 7 units. That's over what we project. That's over like $1,000 profit on all your one bedrooms, which is huge. So congrats to that. Sandra asked, how long have you been operating?
You could see right there. I'm not sharing my page anymore, but the very first opened 3 units at one shot. Oh no, well, actually it was 5 units total, but we did it in like increments of a week of different stuff up. But it was the very first week of December, so 3 months. That's it.
That's probably a record right there.
Mm.
So good stuff,
See,
bro. That's massive. So I mean, you guys can all see definitely Daniel's doing Daniel's doing a lot. He does come from a real estate background, so he's definitely open to taking these bigger risks. That's why he launched those 5 units. But I mean, it's great feedback there that it obviously everything works out. Obviously when you follow, and Daniel's done a terrific job. Like he's probably the one person that asked the most questions when we first launched him. Now not so much because he knows what he's doing, which is great. He picked up very quickly. But when we first launched, I mean, ton of questions, always in all the group calls. And that's what I always say, guys. Like, I know some of you guys are busy, but if you come to the group calls and if you blow up my phone and ask me questions, like I'm gonna help you guys out, and it's definitely gonna pay off. And obviously, Daniel, since he knows numbers and he's been in the real estate background, he picked up quick. But there's no reason why everyone can't pick up quick.
it was really the system, though. It was really system, and like you said, coming to group calls. Like I have a ton of questions. I'm learning something. I'm not somebody that's going to be like, oh, just go ahead and no. I want to know every little fucking thing there was to know about it. So I asked a million questions, but you had every freaking answer. And when you had all the answers, I implemented every single thing, and I haven't had a glitch. It's been solid.
Dude, that's huge. Post that in the community. Aurelia's gonna love to see
I will.
that.
Once this month hits, or once it goes over hits the 20K mark, I'll screenshot it and put it in the group and say stuff.
There we go, bro. I'm so happy for you. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Couldn't have done
I
without you.
remember us talking. We were trying to get to 10K quick, and he ended up getting there in 3 months. So take it.
I'm doing it.
Awesome, bro. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see who else do we got on here. Sandra, what do you got for us? I think you're muted, Sandra. Let me see. Let me help you out. I think it's
Yes,
on
there we
my end. I
go.
think all you guys stayed muted.
Oh,
All
I
right, what do you
muted just in case my dogs barked. Hello,
got?
everyone. I am total newbie, and if you want to know, I've learned the hard way. I think Andrew, you might have read some things, but I launched it because this is my new career. I'm a retired teacher, and um, I'm sorry, I'm just not real into all this online stuff. So I launched it and um, I did not have my cleaning prices in place. It
Oh,
was
don't worry.
working
It's not the first.
madly because people were like, holy cow, look at these prices. And I was like, oh my word, oh my word. And I was trying to text Casey because I wanted to turn it off. And again, I just didn't even know the format. I had planned at least 2, 3 more days of working on it. Somehow everything went. And so when I'm
Okay.
listening tonight, you're saying, oh, your Turno, don't, connect that to, and I see that I did Airbnb. And then, I'm trying to look at the learning modules and it says all of this. So if you want to know not what to do, I have lots of experience and I'd gladly share so no one has those same steps. But I need a lot of help. I just want to make sure.
Let's do it. I'm
Okay.
sure a lot of people are going to feed off of this. So this is going to be great.
Okay, are you sure someone else doesn't have something more like, okay, because I'm just
No, no,
total
these are
newbie.
perfect because no,
All
these are
right.
perfect. That's why Casey, Noah, and I always push for like obviously, yes, get stuff done as much as you can, but that's why you come to these. That way, when these issues happen or things like that
Okay, I
happen,
mean, even the
other people
ding
can learn from them.
blink cameras and or whatever give me a hard time. So here we go.
Let's
Um,
do it.
all right.
Did you end up, let's start here. Did you end up putting the cleaning fee on?
I did finally after six
Okay,
bookings.
cool.
So, if you want to know a great way to get, if this is my only positive, to get some reviews quickly, hopefully, there's this gal that's from Hawaii and she just clicked immediately and said, oh, because I shared I was, and she's like, and like mahalo and everything. So I said, yep, this is my gift to you, sister. Enjoy. So I hope I get a 5 star and then that's
Oh, I'm sure they'll
not a
come in.
bribe or anything, but maybe this is
No,
a good way to
no.
get some good reviews, right? I
Yeah.
paid
Just be
for
like,
the
I give you,
cleaning.
yeah, I
Paid
covered your cleaning for the first line.
Shazam. Yep.
You should
Bam.
actually, that's smart. You should message people like the ones that book, be like, awesome. We hope you had a great stay. Like for our first clients, like what we wanted to offer was a free cleaning. So the cleaning is on us for all our first. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
And
Do it.
I
And they'll be like,
also
oh, awesome.
went with this
So,
really great gal, but she charges 120, and I know it's a little steeper, and I just have a little unit, but
mhm.
I don't know. Thoughts on that, Andrew?
I would say that's a little steep for a one bedroom. I would say the max in Arizona for a one bedroom would be 100, and I would keep it under that. So don't sweat it. If they're already in place, definitely try reaching out to her and being like, "Hey, like I'm noticing a lot of averages at 100. Is there any way we can work to get a 100?" See what she said. If
Yeah.
she's not willing, be like, "Okay, I understand." Then from there, next time when you go, because I know you're also scaling, next time when you go to Arizona to set up your next unit, just look for a new cleaner
Yes.
and then just replace her.
Yes. Yes. But she has been so patient and she's done some extra things. I don't know if all cleaners do that, but I have a thing where I'm just like, okay. I know. I got to
Yeah, it's
work on
fine
that
for now.
loyalty thing and sometimes just say, okay, business is business. All right.
Yes, that's the hard part. So
I
no
know,
worries.
and it's hard. It's hard for a K through second grade teacher to get like, okay, but I'm gonna do it. All right. You
Yes,
just after a while push me too many times, and then I'm ready to fire away. So
don't
this,
worry. It'll
am I
become
sharing
like,
right now?
yes, go ahead and go to
All right.
Airbnb.
Air. Okay. Icon.
And then, wow, your place came out really nice. Holy
Thank you.
smokes.
I
Great
was.
job.
Thank you.
Post that in the community. This place came out really good. Good job.
Thank you. I do have to say about experiencing it all. So if someone is just like crying because I had water spray all over when they tried to run when we ran the dishwasher there, water broke. When we
Oh
ran
man,
my wash machine, it was leaking every time I stayed there. And it's the greatest thing when you stay there because you get the feel of your unit. You really do.
yes.
I felt safe. The place was friendly, but everything kept breaking and I didn't have hot water. I don't know if that's a common thing that they have to
It
turn it on.
is.
Okay.
It's
But
sometimes
then,
either they have to turn it on, or sometimes it just hasn't been on for some time. That there's always issues. But really quick, I'll let you finish and sorry to interrupt you.
oh, no,
But
no.
you said it best. You said it best. Like great to stay at your unit for the first time because you get a
Hmm.
good vibe of the area. You can kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
understand what certain guest feedback that they give you. But at the same time, you can test these things. So if you're about to take a shower and you're like, geez, it's a pain in the butt to find the hot water here. Well, oh, if I'm having trouble finding the hot water, when my guest will. So let me create a video on how to properly turn on the hot water. That way it saves me
Oh,
a headache of every guest messaging me, the hot water doesn't work. No, it
yeah.
does. You're just
Because
turning
they
it
had
the
the
wrong
real
way.
old one there. It's like not just left
Hmm.
and right, it has like two little things.
Yep, I know
But
exactly which one it
my
is.
first guess, Andrew, the, I don't know, is it connected to a fuse box or is it just turn off and on in there? Because
Uh-huh.
guess what? She and her husband had a cold shower. So my first
Mm.
review, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do the Amazon card. I was listening to you, but I mean, talk about a bribe. Is that not looked upon as a bribe if I say, or I tried to say, hey, I did I would love to give you a huge discount or but I paid for the cleaning, just setting up. I can offer you, 25% off your next stay.
Mhm.
I don't know.
No, that's good. And you have to remember, guys, when you first launch, it's normal for problems to happen. I always give the analogy of like, no,
I
it's great.
was,
And it's great that they happen because it's kind of like when you have a bucket, you don't know there's any cracks or leaks. And obviously that's
Mhm.
the big one, but you
Yes.
don't until you fill it with water. And then once you fill it with water, you start seeing water seeping out, or if you like a boat or something, you start seeing water seeping out. It's like, oh, okay, let me fix that. Let me patch that up real quick. Then you patch it up and it's like, okay, now there's no problem. So it's normal when you first launch for certain little things to
All
come up,
right.
and that's what you want because when that first get well, you don't really want it, but if it happens, don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as like, okay, like just a little bit of patchwork. Fix it, make the guest happy, offer them an incentive. That way, in the long run, all future guests don't run into that problem. So just take it as it
Yeah,
comes,
I
but like
tried
things
to
like that will
really make
happen.
it, ready proof by staying there, but
There's
Shazam,
only so
it.
much you can do.
I
Yeah,
guess
there's only
so.
so much.
All right. So, here we go. So the first thing is, Turno, when you were talking to, I don't know, was it Mike or
Michael.
someone else? Okay,
Correct.
so again, I was over the weekend and I didn't have any help, and I'm like, holy crud, So I connected to Airbnb on Turno, and you said to do hospitable.
Are
Hospitable?
you set up on VRBO or Booking.com right now, or just Airbnb?
Airbnb only.
Okay. In the
And you
meantime,
said all
don't
night
sweat it.
tonight to focus on that, correct?
Yeah. In the
Okay.
meantime, yeah. In the meantime, since you're just launching, use about a month. That way, because again, like whether you're good with technology or not, like this is something completely
Hmm.
new. Like you're gonna have to learn it. So it's like,
Hmm.
just get familiar with Airbnb first, and it's like, okay, I know how to do a resolution claim. I know how to do this. Like, all right, let me get up on VRBO now, and then Booking.com.
Oh,
So
no, what do I
go
not
ahead.
need to have turnover hospitable? Isn't that what you just said?
Only if you're on booking.com or VRBO. Once you get added to those, then you need to.
Got it.
But for now, since you're just on Airbnb, you're fine. Once we start adding VRBO and booking.com, or once we start adding one, once you add like VRBO, then we want to change you to hospitable. And it's super easy to do.
Okay,
We can all help you. But in the meantime, don't
sure.
stress about it. Just keep it as is.
Okay, great. So, I think Turno is good. Um, and Price Labs. So what, again, I was like, crud, I'm
Yeah.
negative money on the days because people were like, "Holy cow, this is the greatest!" Even though she's new, I'm gonna book, book, book. So things were flying off. I'm like, "Oh, wow, this is great. I'm booking." But then it took me a while to find out about the charges, like how much am I making? And then I figured out I didn't put the cleaning fees.
Did
So
you add your discounts? Because it doesn't look like you added them to Price Labs either. Did Casey go over this with you, or did you guys just launch?
she said to come on tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. So I can't get mad at Casey then. All right. In a
And
case
I've
like
been trying to
this,
figure it out, and I went to another place, was it Airbnb? But I know that Price Labs overrides it, you just said.
mhm,
So I did like try to make up for at least the month of bringing in a few
yeah,
hundred. I'm not going to make my rent this month, but it is,
you're fine.
starting
You just
off.
launched this month though, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, don't sweat it then, because most people think like when we launch, like if you only have half the month to operate, like come on, like you don't got much of an
Sure.
opportunity. I mean, now you're just chasing. But like absolutely, I do agree where we want to at least get to as close as paying off the covering the rent as possible when you first launch. But you haven't had a full month to take advantage of it. But let's capitalize now. So let's just get finished getting the month of
All
March
right.
filled up and let's get April filled up. So what we first need to do is we need to
Yes.
set your pricing. Quick learning lesson for everyone. I'm going to use you, Sandra.
Hmm.
My apologies. But
No, please. I'm always a great example.
when you first when you first get set up, guys, and you're getting everything integrated, you do not want to be live because when people start seeing your photos, especially like Sandra, like you're in a high season, they're gonna book up
Oh
like
my
crazy, which is great news
word.
because obviously you know the demand is there. But the problem is that's what happens. They get it for a low rate. So what we want to do is the second you're as you're getting everything ready, you just don't want to be listed. You want to be unlisted. Now that you're unlisted and we got that part set up, let's get you sorted. That way we can get you relisted. Okay.
Okay, I am listed and I've been doing everything manually like an old-fashioned 57-year-old would. So I've
Got
been
it.
sending them everything until I did, let's see, what do you do? Is it something sends them it from there on. What is the one
Did you
that?
set up Hospitable, the automated messages?
Yes, I did hospitable, but again, it was after I had 3 or 4 bookings. I had someone already come in within 3 hours, and I was like, oh,
Ha-
and a million, like I said, I had like 8 inquiries automatically, and it's like, where do I even turn it off? I couldn't even find
Got
that.
it.
I
Okay, I
found
can
it,
support you
everyone.
with that. Oh,
Okay.
nice. There we go. Um, has Casey gone over and checked your Airbnb account and your Hospitable account? Or she hasn't checked anything yet?
No,
When was the last time you met with her?
this today at 9 a.m. was her earliest, 9 to
And she didn't
9:30.
check it?
She checked my setup of everything.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
like um uh, just the posting everybody sees.
But did she go through and look at your Hospitable messages and your Airbnb descriptions and photos? Did she do that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Because what I was going to do is we wouldn't have had enough time to do all that. So I
Hmm.
was going to tell her like, hey, you better get Sandra
Hmm. Now
rescheduled for
I
tomorrow
feel
because
really good about that, and I was checking back and forth, and I can do that part. But the whole price labs, I
yeah,
didn't.
that's fine. We can do
Okay,
that together. That's
okay,
no
great.
trouble. So let's handle that together. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to we're going to do this together. This is going to be a great
I didn't
opportunity for
even know how
everyone to
to come
see.
up with these numbers. I kept playing your arbitrage number 5 again and again with
Yeah, that's the stuff
Aurelio.
we need. So give me
Yes,
1 second. I am going to create a whole new one for you, and we're going to do this together.
a whole new one. Oh, whole new, but
Price Labs calculator. So we're going to calculate
got
this. So
it.
you need the Price Labs calculator so that you can get the numbers for that. So
Andrew, you know that spreadsheet everybody has? I don't have
yeah,
that. Where
that
is that?
so that's in one of the recordings that you probably didn't watch that you may have missed. And that's exactly what we're going to do together. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop your share screen and I'm going to share mine so we can do that together right here. And guys, what she's talking about the spreadsheet is this is what you guys all need to have. So sometimes when I ask you guys, what's your break even? What's your target daily rate? This is what it is. This is going to be like your lifeline. You need to look at this because this is going to have the numbers that you need. It'll have your break even. Okay, I cannot charge below this because anything below this, I'm going to be losing money. Okay, my target daily rate is $80 per night. That's important because that's going to guide you like, okay, now my target profit's 800. To make 800, I need to charge 80 per night, whatever that is. So we're
All
going to
right.
do this together. Don't worry about this. This is not needed.
Okay. Again, I thought like because that 105 or something came in the middle of what you were looking at automatically. So I thought by putting in all of this on Price Labs, it was coming up with it. Somehow I missed that
Yeah.
whole
So
thing.
we still
Okay,
strategize because we have to guide it based off of your specific
sure.
expenses. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's run through
All
this.
right.
What is your rent? What do you pay just in terms
Hmm.
of rent? Excuse me.
Now, again, one of the weird things here is when you say rent, are you also talking about parking and
Yes.
oh
And
crap.
pest control and trash and all that.
Yeah, all
Yes.
that stuff
Amenities.
included. Okay, just a
Yes.
second. Ah, where is it? Here it is. Okay. So I pay, okay, total
I have my
is,
calculator, so I can add it up
oh,
too.
okay. Well, if everyone wants to hear numbers, because in Oregon you just pay one price and then it includes electricity and trash. Well,
hmm
here I was like, what?
Yeah, it's
So for
separate.
all you, yeah. Okay, we got 13.50 for rent.
Plus,
$8 for parcel fee,
yep, that's the
15 for
packaging.
maintenance, community
Yep,
maintenance. Parking is 6 and
normal.
valet trash is 25.
That's the one that
Mitigate,
upsets me, but it's normal.
mitigated risk insurance. So I guess I'm paying them for something, 13.99.
Okay.
I believe it comes to 14, 17, and 99
I
cents.
got 14.12 and 99 cents.
Well, they they charged me $5 tip. Maybe I 13.50,
Yeah.
$8. Okay, doesn't okay. So what they have on my little yellow Woodstream Village thing, what it was 13.50, $8, 15, 6, 25, 13.99. They said total monthly charges is 14, 17, and 99.
Okay, we'll use theirs because obviously
Yeah.
14.7. We'll round up to 14.18.
I'm gonna add that up when I have a minute though on my own.
No worries. That insurance one probably covers your insurance. Do you pay for insurance? No, right?
I did not sign up for insurance yet, and
Okay,
that is a
that's
question I also
fine.
had.
That's fine.
Do I?
Because
Mhm.
because you're going to be operating within the platforms of Airbnb, VRBO, and Booking.com. Do not take any bookings off platform because those platforms
Okay.
protect you with liability insurance, damage protection, and everything that's needed for up to $1 million. So you have all of your coverage there. That $14 or $13.99 that the complex charges you for insurance, that's just for your proof of insurance. So you're paying, but that you need to have that. So it's fine if you're doing that, but it won't protect you, but it won't matter because our protection comes from the platforms we operate on.
Okay, that is so weird because my Texas short-term rental, I have to pay $1
Mhm.
million to have that in Galveston.
Yeah, because you may need to have it at 1 million. Some complexes require us to have it at 1 million. And
Really?
unfortunately, we can't be like, oh, Airbnb gives us 1 million. So what we need to do is we need to get something called proper insurance. Proper
But
insurance is
I don't
good.
need to do this for this one, or I have to?
You do not, unless you plan on taking bookings off platform. If you ever plan on taking bookings
No,
off platform, by all means, get proper insurance. They will be the
got
only
it.
insurance company that I'm aware of that will cover you for, for stuff like that for up
It's
to a
called
million.
proper? Okay.
Proper insurance. But if it's not required for 1 million, if you can save the money, let's save it and just do what you have here. So what
They
we're
would
gonna
have
do,
mentioned to me if it was required, correct?
yeah, and that's why they charge you that $13 for it.
Got it. Okay, sorry. Talk about who was it? Daniel saying he asked a zillion questions. I'm known as Queen of Questions. Okay, here we go.
You're fine, no worries. So for electricity and utilities, we're going to estimate this at 25%. This is probably going to be an overestimation, which is fine. We want to play it safe. After you've been operating for some time, you'll get an accuracy of what your bills are coming out to. And then from there, you can take the average and we can decrease this as needed. But in the meantime, let's just overestimate to play it safe. So what I do is I do 1418 times 25%, which comes out to 355 that we'll put here. Again, like I said, it's an overestimation. It's fine. Internet. What do you pay for
I
internet?
was just going to ask about that. I think I pay, I'm going to guess at 50, 58 or something,
That's fine. That's what I pay. I pay 55.
something like that. Yeah.
Insurance, we'll keep it as is.
And you have
Hospitable will
one
be
over here too,
30.
right? It's through Cox or something like that.
Yeah, I pay for the minimum plan, which is like 55,
Yeah,
52,
yeah.
whatever. Um, Remote lock is 6. Storage, you have one in the units. You don't need to worry about that. Google, you don't have anything on Google, right? All right,
Not yet.
miscellaneous, I always put that at like 35, and then ring 10.
I
So,
did not buy a ring because I thought I was saving and being so good because I had an extra blink camera. Come to find
oh,
out, I
okay.
needed something to sync it, so I had to spend the extra money. And now, ugh, okay.
Do you pay for a subscription through them or no?
I heard if you went through Amazon or Google, you could do all of your things. So I was trying to hook on to my Galveston one. So it's one
Okay.
subscription for as many cameras as you want, is what I heard.
Okay.
So
Cool. In that case, we'll leave that as is. All right. So that's good. Now, since it's a 1 bedroom, we want to make between 800 and 1,000. I always put it at 800 as a baseline because what people do is like, I want to make 1,000, and that's cool. Like, so do we. Like, that's the plan. But when you put it at 1,000, let's just say for 1,000, it increases your target daily rate to, let's see what it does. It increased it to 97. So now what ends up happening is if someone gets a booking at 90, they're like, oh my God, I'm losing money. And I'm like, no, you're not. That's on target for $800 profit. So it makes them panic more. Whereas if you put it at 800 and baseline is 90, 91, anything over that is perfect. So I always just put it at that just to save myself peace of mind.
okay.
So now that that's all set, now what we can do is we're going to input these numbers on Price Lab. So we're going to input the minimum, we're going to input the base rate, and we're going to input the weekend price. We need to
So,
fill all this out so we can then guide Price Labs.
so where did you get this little spreadsheet thing?
I created it. So I created it. So
Oh,
we used to
and
have a
where
formula that you
you
guys
send
used
it
to
to me?
manually. I'm
Okay.
gonna send. So we used to have a formula that you guys manually would have to do, and what it caused was people were coming to the group calls, and the group calls were just like just two people, and we would just do everyone's pricing, and it was taking away from potential opportunities to ask questions. So what I did was like, well, let me save people time. Let me create everything on a spreadsheet where it does the formula for them. And it made everyone's life 10 times more easier. But sometimes questions still arise, and it's fine if we do it on these group posts. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. It's fine if you're having a little trouble with it. But yes, this whole spreadsheet, guys, is on the learning material that you guys have in the community, and you can
Yes.
fill it all out. There's a video for it, and
Okay.
it literally, once you put your expenses in, it literally pretty much auto calculates, or it not pretty much, it does auto calculate everything for you with the needed formulas that we have in place.
Okay. And so all you do is download and it's yours. You don't need to make a copy, right?
You would need to make a copy, but in this
Okay.
case, since I'm
Got
doing
it.
it for you, I'm just going to give it to you. So it's going to
Thank
be
you.
completely done for
Sorry. I mean, again, think of your grandmas. That's where I'm at. I'm
you.
trying,
You're
really
okay.
trying here. Okay.
No worries. So now go ahead and share your screen and put it on Price Labs. I'm going to read this off to you of what you need to put in each.
All right. Okay. Price. Second, your bar is in the way. Price Labs. I was looking. This was where I got all the details was off of that thing. You know,
You're good.
go away. How come it's not going away? Because I'm
Press
sharing?
the top left one, the top left X, the one above that.
Oh,
There you
got it
go.
with the picture.
Alrighty.
All right.
So
So we're
now
going to,
on the top left there where it says minimum,
yes.
I want you to type in 64. And then next to that where it has 105, I want you to type in 107. Or sorry, I'm so sorry, 157.
Hmm.
And then hit save and refresh. You don't need to worry about maximum.
Yes, and I heard that little spiel. I kept listening again and again. You can make it 500. Says Aurelio. Okay. But you
Alrighty.
don't need to
Once
put
this loads
anything in
in.
there, everybody listening. And I really invite anyone listening, if you have any questions, please just chime in because I feel like I'm hogging the time. And I don't know if you're just, just starting out, folks, and you're listening in. Please ask questions. Please feel free to
You're
just
okay,
speak.
no worries. You're
All right.
okay. That's why we have this formula. We have everyone go in order. Unfortunately, if someone didn't put a number one in sooner, that probably means they were late to the meeting. So unfortunately, no hard feelings for everyone that has to wait, but you gotta wait
Okay.
because we have order to
Question. You sent a little board. I couldn't access it. What was that on
the
the,
whiteboard.
yeah.
That was an error. That was an error. My
Oh,
apologies.
I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was an error.
oh, because everyone put 111. Why'd they put one on there?
So the way we have this structure for the meetings is obviously when we were first launching, we'd be like, all right, it's open. Who has questions? And everyone's chiming in. And now that
Yes,
we have a larger group, it can be a little disorganized. But it's
right.
also not fair to you if you were here from the very beginning and
Uh,
someone joins 40 minutes late that
got
they're asking a question before you. So that's why we have that order. That's what I'm saying. Don't feel bad. Like we're gonna get through you, and then we'll worry about everyone else. It probably means that they
okay.
unfortunately joined a little bit later, which I
Is
understand
that
things
what
get in
the
the way,
one
but
meant? Now,
yeah,
did everyone see? Mm-hmm.
the one is just so that we can go from there. Okay. So that we
Okay,
have an order to who's asking questions.
got it.
But okay, let's go ahead and continue. So on the bottom left there where it says applied customizations, um, go ahead and hit edit, please. And we're gonna go ahead and turn those off. So
Sorry,
day
I
of
tried
week
to put
adjustment.
11% to try to recoup instead of
No, no,
10.
no, no. You're
Okay,
okay. So turn those the first two off.
this.
Yep. Now for weekend, set minimum weekend price, you had that right, but instead of having it percent, change it to fixed. And what I want you to type in there is type in 209.
Okay,
Now
which
what you're gonna do,
was,
that's gonna be your minimum that I calculated here.
got it.
Now what you're gonna do for customize last minute, the rest of them below, turn those all on. We're gonna have to turn them on to turn them off. The reason we have to turn them off is because Price Labs has default settings that they automatically apply. These
Oh,
unfortunately discount your pricing way too much and they do not correlate with our specific strategy. So we need to turn these off. So now that they're turned on, right there on the last one, you see how it says Price Labs default? Click on that
Price Labs Depot. Oh,
right
wait a
there on
second.
Aki.
Our little pictures are there.
No
Price,
worries. This
Price
one here,
Labs.
right here. I
I
just
don't.
highlighted in red, underlined it.
Oh,
Click on that and scroll to the bottom and put no price lab adjustment. You may need to scroll down on the other screen,
other screen.
like right here. Like scroll down on this page here where I have like put your mouse where my red cursor's at and scroll down. There you go. and then no occupancy based adjustment. And then now do the same thing for Orphan Day. Change that to no Orphan Day. And then scroll up and do that for the other one. Booking vacancy factor, do not apply. Far out, put no far out prices. Then the one above that, change it to no last minute. Now you're good. Now go ahead on the bottom right there, hit save changes.
Okay. Where do you put the picture? Maybe
There's, yeah, they take it the screen. Just got to move
yes.
this around.
Okay, got it.
There you go. Now you're fully set up so far. Now what we need to do is we need to calculate your discounts. So let's wait for this to load in and we'll calculate it. So what I like to do is, since you're in a high season, go ahead and hit next. Let me get my annotation tool back out. Right here.
Where's next? Oh, got it.
And then I want you to highlight from the night, click and hold on the 19th and drag it all the way to the 2nd. And then let it go. Okay, what I'm taking is I'm grabbing your ADR that's right here on the bottom, and I'm going to input this into our calculator. This is going to help us set your discounts.
Okay.
So 14-day was 156.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and exit out of there. So hit you can hit cancel. And now what I want you to do is I want you to click and hold on the 19th and drag it to the 23rd. And then I'm going to write that number down. It's 141 plus. And then now I got to get the other one because I got to get the average of the other one. So go ahead and hit cancel.
Still.
And then click and hold on the 26th and drag it to the 30th.
Wow.
And what I'm doing is I'm getting the average of your weekdays for those 2 weeks. That's going to help us set your discounts.
And then once you set your discounts, you're kind of ready to go, or do you have to do this every single time?
No. After this, we're ready to go. This is the one thing you will never have to change unless your expenses change. Now what I'm going to do is you can cancel that. I'm going to start sharing my screen so I can show you guys what on earth I was doing. So what I did was I gave you your minimum. Your minimum is right here, highlighted in yellow. That's the 64 we gave. That's your expenses. So we don't want to be below that unless we really, really have to. Your base rate was 156 and your weekend was 209. Now what I did for those ADRs is for the 14 days that you highlighted first, I put it here, 156. Yes. This is guiding these discounts here. It's guiding your monthly, weekly, and 6-night discount. Then the 7-day ADR we calculated by taking the average of the 2 weekdays. And that is taking into consideration your 5, 4, 3, and 2-day, okay, discounts. Now that we have those set, now it's going to make it a lot easier for us to find your specific discounts. So for monthly, my rule of thumb is always this. We want to make sure that we're incentivizing people to stay longer. The best way to incentivize people is by offering additional discounts. So if our target profit is $800, I'm happy to profit $700 if someone books a month, because that's one person for a whole month. That's less of a headache. It's easy. So what we do is I'm going to take your total expenses here, 1922 plus 700 comes out to 2,622 divided by 30 comes out to $87 per night. So I'm just going to put random discounts in here until this 156 changes to 87. So I'm going to try 50.
Yeah.
That's 78, too much, maybe 48. Maybe a little more, 46.
Oh, sorry, the other way.
No, you're okay. 44. Perfect. 87.36. That's perfect. All right. Now for weekly, I want this to line up at my target daily rate of 90. Rule of thumb is the less nights someone stays, the more they pay. So now for weekly, I want this to line up at around 91. So now I'll try 42. That's perfect. I'll take 90. All right. Now for 6-night, I want this to be $2 or $3 more than 90. So I'll try 40. That's 93. I'll take that. It's about $4 more if you round up, but that's fine. No harm, no foul. So we'll do that. Now for 5-night, I want it $2 or $3 more than 94. So we'll try 38. It's at 83, so not enough. Let's try 30. It's at 94. Let's go a little more down. Let's try 29. We're at 96. Perfect. We'll take that. Now for 4 nights, same thing, $2 or $3 more than 96. So we'll try 27. That's at 96, 97, 98. That's perfect. Now for 3 and 2 night, this is where things change. For 3 night, I want it to be 30% more than my target daily rate. So I'm going to do 90.73 plus 30% comes out to 118. So let's try 20. I need this to line up at 118. So let's try 15, 13, 12, 118. Perfect. All right. Now for 2 night, I want it to be 50% more than my target daily rate. So I'm going to do 90.73 plus 50%. That comes out to 136. Since your pricing here is at 135, I don't want to leave this blank. I'll just do 2%, even if it's a little lower. That's fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these discounts here and put them on Airbnb. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You're going to reshare your screen, and I'm going to read them off to you and tell you where to put them. So let's go to Airbnb now.
Just a second, got your nice bar in the way. It can't seem to find a place. Go away, bar. Oh, ding dong doodle. Is I still got our pictures in the place. Come here, won't move. Okay. I don't understand why I can't move our bar. You know?
It should let you drag it.
Why can you move it for me? Whoops.
I can't see it, to be honest.
Oh man, okay.
So it's only something you can see on your end. Try
All right.
bringing
I'll
your
just
thing
move this
down.
thingy down, I guess. Maybe that would work.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
Weird. I don't know why I can't move. Oh, there. Okay.
there we go.
So go
Okay,
to where?
Airbnb. There you go, right there. Alrighty, and then go ahead on the top right there where it says switch to hosting. Click on that.
I actually feel I got to know this place better. There's my Hawaiian friend.
There you go. And then hit calendar. And then what you're going to do is right here where it says let's go, click on that. And then there's going to be a little arrow that pops up here. I want you to click that arrow. See that?
Just a second. Oh, yes.
And then right here where it says price settings, click on that.
This? Okay.
Yep. And then go ahead and remove your weekend price, the custom weekend one where it says remove. Go ahead and remove that.
Yes. Like I said, I found out somewhere to play with prices. I didn't even know how I got there. How did we even get there? Okay. All of these I played with. Yes.
Alrighty. Now what you're going to do is if you scroll down where it says weekly, click on that.
Mm-hmm.
And change that to put your weekly at 42.
This percentage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. We may have to change your monthly first. Sorry. Hit cancel. And then let's do the one below that. Let's do the monthly first, where it says 15. So change that to 44. And then change weekly now to 42. And then if you scroll down on the right again, right under monthly where it says more discounts, click on that. Go ahead and remove that 15% off and remove those other discounts, the 10%, the two 10%. And then remove the trip length, that one. And then right at the bottom on the trip length one where it says add a discount, click add. And then now where it says select length of stay, do 2 night first and type in 2%. And then do the same thing, add another, and then you're going to do 3 night. And we're going to do this all the way up to 6 night. And then change it to 12. And then do the same thing now for 4 night. And this one will do 27. And then the same thing for 5 night. And this one will do 29.
Okay, just a second. Either I got it blown up or something. Okay, Excuse me, this one is, oh,
5
duration
night,
is,
5 night, and then do 29. And then lastly, do 6 night, and 6 night will be 40. Perfect. And then now that that's all perfect, you can go back. So scroll up and go back. And I just want to quickly check that you put your fees in. So additional fees right there, hit fees. And I just want to make sure you put your cleaning fee in. You may have that right, but I still want to check it. Okay, good. You got
Oh,
that. All
okay.
right.
So, for newbies out there too, I put a pet thing there. I have a whole bunch of pee pads and bot stuff. Andrew, what's your take on having a pet or not?
I personally don't allow them because although you have to allow service animals by law, I don't allow pets because I ran into an issue of like, yes, the extra money was nice, but it was just a pain in the butt in the long run for like hair and feces that were
Yeah.
happening on carpets and things like that. So I just don't allow pets. At the end of the day, it's your business, so you can go as you please.
Okay.
But me personally, I just don't allow
For now, I'm paying 120.
them.
Uh, so maybe she'll be real good at, I don't know. So is this correct though, if I'm going to do a pet fee, and does she get that
I would do a
automatically?
no, yeah, she automatically has to pay for that when she's booking if she selects she has a pet and
Oh,
a pet.
got
And
it.
I would increase that to 100, to be honest.
But that does not go to I pay 120 flat, correct? So that is
That
actually,
goes to just you. Yeah, that goes to
that
you.
goes to me and all my heartache. Okay.
Yeah. And then other than that, you don't need to worry about any of those other fees. So from there, you're all set.
Wow. Like I said,
Uh,
I played with something and then I'm like,
Before
okay.
before you if you're unlisted, before you go live again, go back to
No, I'm
Price Labs real
live.
quick. Okay, let's go to Price Labs real quick then.
Just a second. Got their bars in the way. Is this Price Labs?
It is, but it looks like you merged both Price Labs and Hospitable, which is fine. Um,
Okay, should I just tap out of Price Lab? You wanted to go to where?
you can hit this little X here. You can hit this little X here that I just highlighted.
Right, go
Not that
there.
one, the one next to it. Yeah, hit that. Okay, perfect.
Ooh, I
Now what I
like your
want you to
little
do
thing.
is turn this on here
Turn
on the
it
top
on.
right,
Oh, what
and
is this?
then
Price Labs.
this is
Okay.
going to sync your pricing. Now press sync now on the top right next to what you just clicked,
Instead of
and
the
then
next,
and then lastly, place save and refresh.
save and refresh.
And that's it. Now you're all set. Now your
Oh,
pricing is good. Now you're normal.
wow. Um, so another thing though is I keep getting messages about sending something.
What do you mean sending something?
Like I thought I was all hooked up to everything, and it's like, do you want to send them a note? So, for example, where was that message? It said, if you haven't sent them a message already, or something. I thought everything is taken care of. Why is it
Oh,
saying
don't
to send
worry
them a
about
welcome
that.
message?
Did your automation go through for Hospitable? The way you can look at that is go to
Oh,
Airbnb and look at inboxes. And then go to your most recent booking. So hit inbox. Or
oh, remember,
sorry.
I did it manually.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Go to messages. You did it manually. This is where the automation comes in. So like when they book the place, did your message go through from Hospitable, or none of your messages have gone through?
Well, I remember I had
Oh
like
no,
about
it went through.
four of them, and then I had to do all the first ones all manually. And
Okay.
so I just cut and, pasted things. But then oh, that's my first visitor. So these ones now it
Yeah, they're
sends,
working. Yeah,
and
you're
then
good.
this code is what they send, correct?
Yep, that's your access code. That's all right.
Okay. And because I didn't sign up for the access code one right away, I had to just give them a code.
That yeah, that's fine. Now that it's all
Okay.
connected for future stays, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But for your old stays, it's not. But for now, all future ones, you're good. So you're all set.
And everything sends automatically, or did I need to sync that or do something
Mm,
there?
I mean, it looks like they're sending, so it looks like everything is all good.
Okay, and then they'll automatically, like, 3 days send it, 2 days, and all that stuff.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
wonderful.
So you're all good there. You'll
Thank
obviously you
you.
will still have to send some messages for some of them if they have to ask a specific question, but
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of repeated automated messages, you're good.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
All right. I guess I will be probably your student your for the next few days because I have lots to learn. So mahalo everyone for your patience. I know there's lots of people waiting.
No worries. This is very great questions. That's way everyone can learn.
Okay.
All righty. Cool, cool, cool. Let's jump to the next person. So who do we got? EK, what do you got for us? EK, you still with us? I'll give you a minute. Mute yourself. Or you jump to someone else. There we go. What do you got, EK?
Hey, I have a question about the nightly rate adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see like some huge discounts on it, because the 7 day
Mm-hmm.
discounts and stuff. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think with that we're leaving money on the table, or it's just wondering? Because I've seen that over and over again. I'm just wondering.
What are you getting booked at? I know your bookings have been high. So you're not leaving money on the table unless you're getting booked at like in the peak of your high season, like 70 or 80, or you're not leaving money on the table. If you're getting bookings at like 130, 150, no, you're good. What are your bookings coming in at?
Um, 1 second. I can't really see because I'm driving, but
You're good.
oh,
You're
it's
good.
getting booked at 113.09.
Yeah, I wouldn't sweat it. I mean, that's fine. This is where like testing for a higher price comes into like when you're trying to find your price ceiling. But that all depends on your lead time. Obviously, the further out you are, Price Labs will keep you priced a little higher. But that's also why we don't put long weekends in like the month that we're not in. So like if you have long weekends in April, then that's a different story. You're probably putting those discounts too soon. But if you're just talking about March for now, you're fine.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Cool, cool, cool. You got anything else for me?
No, that's it.
All righty, good stuff, man. All righty, let's see. Who do we got? Joel, what do you got for us?
Hey man, how you doing?
Good, man. How's everything going?
Good, bro. So, I just want to jump on here because I know we were on our call earlier and we set our rule sets and pricing and everything. We ended up actually getting a 7 day booking, and I know you said to jump on the call if we did, and we just wanted to go over. You said something about putting a no discount on the last day, and I just wanted to make sure we did everything correctly. So
Yes, let's do it. So go ahead and share your screen.
I'm gonna have Shania do it.
All
Hi.
righty, cool, cool, cool. Hey, congrats. That's huge. I know we just did it and
Thanks.
got booked up. So that's awesome
Yeah,
news.
he literally booked it, messaged us. He's like, I know it's late, and it was the 7 day stay for the whole time that we put the discount. So it's
There
pretty
we go.
cool.
All right.
She's sharing right now, or working
Yep,
on it. Should.
Can you
it
see the
just loaded in.
screen? Okay.
Yes.
So,
Let's go to Airbnb. That's where we'll put the rule set. Perfect. So yes, that's exactly the booking we wanted. So now on the 23rd, you would put that no discount. It looks like you guys already put it there. And now what we'll do is we'll put a fixed rate. So now we want to test for a higher price point. So now that you have that no discount there, what we want to do is we want to go to Price Labs. And what I would put that fixed rate on the 23rd is I would put it at your target daily rate. So I believe your target daily rate is
I
one
think it's
second.
127.57.
Perfect. Yeah. So go ahead and put it at like 128, your fixed rate.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. And then we're kind of testing to see if our target daily rate gets booked, and then the closer it gets that time, we'll probably lower the price.
Correct. So just go ahead and put it at 128.
Did we do the right time?
Is that
Yep.
fine? That it
Yep.
overrides?
You'll
Okay.
hit update. And then for now, we'll just hit sync now. And then from here, you got to test your pricing and make sure you're sitting at 128. So now that you hit sync now, we'll go back to Airbnb and wait till it loads in.
Okay.
So we'll just refresh that screen until that 116 changes to 128.
Gotcha.
now that we have the lead time, we want to test it. Come Wednesday, if we don't have a booking, then we'll drop it, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. You want
It
Let
might
me
take a
start
little
to
minute.
refresh it.
There we go. All right. Now
Yes.
let's do what we did before on our group, on our one-on-one call. Go to listings, copy the link and open up an incognito window. Alrighty. And then for check-in, do from the 23rd to the 30th. And then let's go ahead and test that pricing. So reserve 1,068.32 minus 118.7. It's just probably going to come under $100. So we'll see what it's sitting at. And honestly, even if it's sitting below, it's fine. But I obviously don't want it too low. So let's see what it's sitting at first.
Do you
Minus,
mind
what's your cleaning
explaining
fee?
it's 100. Do you mind explaining the formula again, like what you're doing?
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm getting 1,068.32. I'm subtracting the taxes of 1,018.70. Then from
Okay.
there, I'm subtracting the 15.5% service fee.
Okay.
Then that left me with 802. And then from there, I'm subtracting your cleaning fee of 100, which left me
Okay.
with 702, which if I divide by 7 will leave me at $100, which I know I said we want to put it at 128, but that would mean we have to override what Price Labs is showing us and increase the percentage, which we never want to do. So in that
Okay.
case, let's guide off of what Price Labs is telling us, because what Price Labs is telling us is like, hey, you don't want to have it too high.
Okay.
So what Price Labs is probably reading is that maybe we're not in like in a high season yet, where we're coming onto one. So what I
Okay.
say is let's keep it at 100 for now, and let's hold it there for all the way up until Wednesday. And then Wednesday we'll reevaluate, like, okay, what are we sitting at? Like, should we drop it a little bit more? Were we getting inquiries? What is it looking like? And then from there we'll decide to drop it. But other than that, that's exactly what we want to do. When a booking comes in, we want to drop it. And you actually got booked at a higher rate than I thought. You got booked at 82, which is terrific.
Yeah, how did that happen whenever we set the price
I
to
have
be?
no clue. That's weird. Obviously, we'll look into it, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining by any means. We were looking at that too, and we were like, well, that's cool. But I had a question on, so we just set the price on the just the 23rd. How did it change the other days? Did we change that too?
No, we didn't do any of that. Price Labs does that on its own. And then the discounts obviously function with Price Labs' pricing and allow for us to drop it to that around what we need to be.
So even though we only put a fixed rate on one day, then it changes it for
Yeah,
the, okay. I'm just
it
trying to
just changes
understand
it.
how it
No,
works. So
you're okay. So the only day we affected was the 23rd. And since we put a no discount on there, what it means is that if you have a 50% discount on the week, 50% is not being applied to that 128. So it's holding at 128
okay,
just for
gotcha.
that one day, which is
Okay.
what it's allowing our pricing to be at. If you didn't have a no discount, your pricing will probably be at like 90 per night.
Okay, gotcha. Kind of, sort of. I'll understand as time goes on.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
take a little bit of time, but you're good. That's exactly what we want to do. So the second a booking comes in, we immediately want to set a no discount and start testing the upcoming week so we can be ahead and stay ahead.
yeah, that's why we wanted to jump on the call. So, do you have a question?
Yeah. So, I know we're all set for now. Going forward, we just keep testing it each day until Wednesday. Is that correct? And then,
Yeah, so you'll test it tomorrow morning just to make sure that nothing changed, meaning we didn't go from 100 to like 180, or from
okay.
100 to like 50, which obviously are exaggerations.
Okay.
That wouldn't happen. But you just want to check it just to make sure you're still sitting at what we tested 100 per night. And then
Okay.
come Wednesday, if there's still no booking, come Wednesday, we'll obviously we have our group call in the morning. We can check it again and make sure you're still sitting nicely. And from there, we
Okay.
can take the feedback and be like, okay, maybe we drop it now to like 95 or 90.
Okay. Sounds good.
And we test for 7 days, right?
Yeah, we want to just test for 7 days because obviously that's going to keep our rhythm of bookings going.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff,
Thank
guys.
you.
Of course, happy to help.
Yeah, thank you. And we're newbies too, Sandra, so it's okay. I think everybody feels like they're
Yeah.
taking up all the time when they're on the call. So
No, this is part of it. So the best advice I can give you guys and everyone is like, as we're doing pricing for someone else, like do it along with what we're doing. It may not be the same as what you're specifically doing, but do it along with how you're interpreting it. That way, when I get to you guys, it's like a learning lesson. Like, oh, you guys did it wrong, or hey, yeah, you're right. And you're like, oh, now it gives you positive reassurance. Like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. So that's the best feedback I can give. Like, obviously, that doesn't mean like, oh, I'm not going to answer your question, but if you do it along, it obviously still supports you in the sense of like you trying it. Okay.
perfect.
good.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Cool, guys. Alrighty. I think we have one last question. I don't know if he jumped, but Mike, are you still in here?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Alrighty, cool. So what happened?
Yeah, I don't know that whatever happened with Turno. Now everything just went like delete all the freaking um the projects, and my cleaner called me. He's like, "What happened? You took me off the calendar. You took me off as a member. I can't see anything." I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Let's see. Let me log into your thing.
And like it's so weird because I swear I try to fix it. I try like I guess I kind of like delete. I guess I asked him to be a team member again, all that kind of stuff, and it's still not seeing it. The hell happened to my thing? My thing froze. All right, there we go.
You're good. Let me see. I'm trying to find your Turno. Here we go. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. Integrations. Okay, it's still connected. Let me just update this real quick. This is just like if I was refreshing it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not like doing anything special.
Yeah,
All
but if you
right.
open the terminal, like the projects are all gone. Like they said it's there, but it's not.
They're there.
Yeah, I see it there, but then if you click on that one, like a team member, it's not.
That's fine. Like I said, text your cleaner so that she can reclaim them because we connected
Yeah, but she said she
hospitable.
don't
So
see it
she
though.
just
She don't see it though. On her end, she's
she's
not seeing
there.
it.
She should see it. There's no issues on your end. It's on her end. Look, teammate Jeffrey and Mindy. They're both there.
She screenshot me and everything. She's like, I can't see them. I don't see them. How can I ask them? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what
No,
else.
she's good. I mean, you're good on your end. Like it's something on her end. Let's see.
But yeah, I was gonna say, can you change that to 11?
Yeah, I got you. All right, teammates. Yeah, Jeffrey Campbell. They're connected.
That should be other. It should be Mindy though. That's the same.
Let me see.
How do I put Mindy in there?
Oh, it
Yeah,
should be
there you go.
Mindy. Okay.
Yeah,
Jeffrey's your backup?
yeah.
Okay. It's this one. Backup. Save. Okay, let me refresh this. Let me see. Oh, wait, I know how to do it. Let me see. It should be under here. That's probably why. All right. What does she charge you? 125?
Yeah.
And he is backup. All right. Now you're good. Now she should see it.
Now she see it.
Now she'll see it. Yep.
All right, let me see
Yeah,
what she's.
you're good.
All right.
All right. So she'll be good from here. Now that we added her, she's all set. So she'll just have to go in there
Just
and
fix.
confirm.
You should see them now.
Yeah. So what was happening was it still kept your old Airbnb project that you had on there, your old
Oh,
Airbnb listing. That's why I deleted that property and kept the hospitable one. And then the problem that was happening, why she couldn't see it, is for the hospitable one, only Jeffrey was connected as a teammate. So Mindy couldn't see it. So what we had to
okay.
do is we had to add Mindy to the team for this specific property and then make her primary and switch Jeffrey to backup. So now you're good.
Okay.
Now
So
she'll have him.
you just
Huh?
you just have to accept, right? Accept them.
All she has to do is accept it like she did before, but she's all set. It should reflect on her end now.
Okay. All right. Text her. See what happens. Then.
All
All
righty,
right, bro.
awesome. Well, keep us posted, all right?
Thanks, boss man. Thank you, man.
Of course.
Bye.
All righty. Does anyone else have any questions before we call it a night? Any last minute ones, or is everyone good? All righty, cool guys. In that case, I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. If you guys need anything, please message us. If not, we do have our group call tomorrow at 6 p.m. So I'll see you guys then, all right?
Thank you.
Cool
Have a good
guys.
night,
Have a
man.
great rest of your
Appreciate
night.
you.
Bye. Bye. Of course.